Hey y'all. Sorry I'm a little late. Happy Friday. Give me 1 second, y'all. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is having a good afternoon on this Friday. I am so glad it's Friday. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me get up my other device. Let's see. Hold on. All right, let's see. Baby. All right. Hey everyone. What's going on, people? Happy Friday to everyone. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. Y'all, what the fuck is going on? Oh my God. All right. What's going on, Barbara? Y'all, what is going on? I'm tuning in from work. Okay, baby. You know, chat when you can, because I know it's hard sometimes when you at work. So I know how that goes. So just what's up, Shay Shay? I ain't seen you in a while. What's going on, my love? Justice Justice for Holly? Hell no, ain't no justice for Holly. I'm gonna show y'all a case that's some similar to what Holly did. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show y'all a video. But no. Uh-uh. Hey auntie. Y'all. No, I ain't no justice for Hollies over here. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this case, to be honest. This shit is getting weird to me. Like, I don't know, y'all. Freddie, what's going on, my auntie? Miss Love, what's going on? Miss D, I'm listening at work. Okay, baby. Well, how you been, sis? What's going on? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my laptop. Ah, shit. Okay, I gotta rest my back because y'all know my goddamn back be hurting, okay? Shit. Ugh. I'm glad today Friday. I get my weekend off, y'all. Cause baby, this shit was mentally drain you. It definitely will. Um, Miss D, I grew up in the area was. Oh, okay, you did? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a sad story. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a sad story. I'm trying to get my mouse right here on my computer. Cause I don't want to make a mistake and end my damn live. Let me hold on. All right, let me bring this down some. Shit, why does it keep moving? All right, come on, act right today. Don't do me like this today. Not on no Friday, okay? Just let me do my live and get the hell on out of here. But just cooperate with me today, okay? Cause Lord Jesus, why does this thing keep moving? All right, let me put it over here. Maybe it'll be better over here. Okay, let's see. Cause today I think it ain't giving me a break today. All right. Y'all, some of these people need to read the room, okay? Shout out to Open Book, okay? Shout out to my girl. Shout out to my girl. Yeah. Some of these people, Sharon, what's going on, baby? Some of these people need to read the room. What's up, Kimberly? Read the room. What's one thing about me? I'm good when it comes to reading the room. You know what I'm saying? I can walk in somebody's place of business or house or whatever the situation is, and I will read the room right away. You know what I'm saying? To let me know, is this for me or this ain't for me? I'm out. So a lot of people, need to know how to read a room. They really do. What's up, Nicole? I mean, um, if you come in somebody's platform and you don't like what they're saying, please just stay out of the chat. Cause I'm gonna say what I want to say over here. You know what I'm saying? If it's not for you, just don't comment. If it's for you, comment. You know what I'm saying? Some people really need to know how to read the room. I think some people is really slow to certain situations in their life. And they need to sit down and analyze their life over again. Because some people definitely is slow. They don't understand, when something ain't for them. That's what I'm saying. One thing about me, I know how to read a room real good. I know when something is for me and not for me. You know what I'm saying? My mother always told me years ago, you don't have to always be seen, you know? And that's me. I don't need to prove myself by going all over the, YouTube platforms and all that stuff. I don't need to prove myself like that. I can prove who I am right here on my own platform. I can be in the bushes in anybody's chat. I don't have to jump out the bushes to prove my who I am, how I feel about a situation. I keep it in my head how I feel about it. So a lot of people need to know how to read the room and stop getting so upset and so aggressive when someone says something that they don't like and you want to jump out the bushes and, oh, I don't believe that. Oh, that's not true. Oh, that's this, that's that. Just keep your opinion to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't need to be always spoken upon. Hey, Miss D, how are you doing today? I'm doing great today, baby. How are you? Happy blessed Friday, Roy D in chat. I'm driving, but I'm in the bushes. Okay, drive safe, baby. So, let's know how to read a room sometimes. Everything is not for everybody. In life, it's going to be a lot of things that's going to be said that we don't agree with, we don't like. But sometimes we don't have to always put our input in it because I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's even in real life. I can be in a store right now and I can hear people talking about a situation. And hey, I listen, but I'm not going to put my input in it. For one, it's not my conversation. Okay. For two, I don't know how would they respond back to me for jumping in their conversation. Okay. If they curse me out, then motherfucker, I deserve it. So I shouldn't even got in their conversation. So sometimes you got to know how to mind your business, read the room, and just let things go. Even if you don't like the way the person is talking or saying or expressing the situation, just sometimes just learn how to not want to be always in someone else's business when it's not concerning you. Okay? Sometimes we got to learn to leave stuff alone. And I'm that type of woman. I'm not a woman that always want to be seen all the time. And I guess the ones that been following me should see that. Because I like to just, I like to be laid back. I'm a laid back person. And I just like that about me. You know, I just want to be laid back. I don't want to be but anyway, neither here or there. So y'all, we're going to play this video, right? And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about it. And then we're going to get into some other shit. I don't know what's going on. Y'all, what? I don't even know if I want to say it. Let me just shut up. Let me just shut the hell up. I don't know what that noise is.
What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Let's talk about it because I'm tired of people using this TPO as a green light to take somebody's life. Now, y'all want to defend Harley and say, oh, she got the TPO. Oh, Romika pulled up. Oh, Harley was in fear of her life. Now, again, like I said, every state is different. Everybody handles their criminal justice system in a different way. Now, the
He's
law
right.
will never change. It doesn't matter. You from Chicago, Florida, Georgia, the law is the same. Now, I have spoken about Florida law. we got a stand your ground law. Even though we got the stand your ground law, is rules and elements that you got to follow. Now, I do want to share light on this story out of Georgia. Now, Georgia also got a stand your ground law. Now, the only difference between Georgia, Florida, and Chicago is Chicago do not got a stand your ground law. They got a duty to retreat. Now, in this situation out of Georgia, is a young lady named Quanisha Johnson. Hell, she can't be related to Holly Johnson. I don't goddamn know, but I know both of them got trigger fingers.
She funny.
Now, I am going to share light on this story to prove that a TPO is not an automatic green light to say that you was in fear of your life. Even though you already put in a temporary protection order against that person, it's still rules and regulations that you got to follow. Now, Quanisha Johnson out of Georgia called 911 the day she unalived her boyfriend. The police pulled up to her house because she said she was in fear of her life. During the time the police was there, Quanisha and her boyfriend, DeMonte, got into a verbal altercation. They both was going at it with each other. She told DeMonte, if you hit me, I'm going to shoot you, because he was threatening the girl in front of the police. Now, the police didn't do anything. The police told Quanisha, if you shoot him, you better know the law. She told the police, I got my gun license. He threatened me, and I'm a fear in my life. The police were like, okay. So they end up leaving. Now, 30 minutes later, after the police left Quanisha's residence, a 911 call came in stating that a male was shot. So when they pulled up back to Quanisha's house, DeMonte was shot and he ended up passing away. Now, Quanisha thought she was going to walk on DeMonte, unaliving, because she did everything right. She called 911. She tried to change her locks. He was threatening to beat her up. She got her gun license, and she defended herself. And Georgia still booked her and arrested her and charged her with manslaughter. Now, I'm going to insert this video so y'all can really see what's going on. And this goes for the people who saying that, oh, Holly had a TPO. Holly was in fear of her life. Yeah, she had a TPO. Yeah, it was some bad blood between Holly and Romika, but it's still laws that y'all got to respect. You got to respect the law. Even if Romika pulled up, it's still laws. And Chicago got a law, duty to retreat. Y'all can get on the internet. Y'all can play Annalise Keaton or Olivia Pope all y'all want. This is my opinion. But I am going to drop this story where Quanisha ended up going to jail for manslaughter. And not only that, she also got charged with another felony for having a firearm around a convicted felon. Her ex-boyfriend, the one that she unalived, couldn't be.
Now you see what she just said? The guy that she unalived was a convicted felony. He was living with her, but she was licensed to carry. But he ain't supposed to have been around no weapons at all.
Be around guns. And she still had her guns around him. Again, y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation. While everybody on the internet playing tag of wars, saying Holly is going to walk, y'all got to understand his rules and regulation when it comes to the criminal justice system. Chicago could take their po-ass time on Holly and Romika case. But I guarantee you, Holly is not just going to walk away freely. She might get charged with manslaughter, and I told y'all that before.
Watching her 3 children overnight. She told them that her fear wasn't unfounded. Just 2 weeks earlier, during a heated argument, DeMonte had caught her off guard, grabbed her, and forcefully slammed her to the ground. She hadn't reported that assault to police, but now, with DeMonte sending threatening messages and even making similar threats over the phone, Quanisha wasn't taking any chances.
Well, you disappear all that lying ass thing shit. You gonna get mad because I react.
He don't live here. He don't pay no bills. He's not on lease. He don't have no mail. There's nothing here that's his. Besides a trash bag full of clothes that he got from DeKalb County Jail. He can take that and he can go. And he can put my daughter in the house because she get colic. Because
watch out, bro.
You might do that.
Please.
I don't want my baby out here. The one is blowing. She don't have a head on.
Just give her the baby.
You don't see none of yours. You ain't gonna see her after this day.
For what? Because you with that?
No.
You got mad because you disagreed?
Thinking I'm cool. That's why. Because you broke. And that's what you got on.
Hey, stop! Because at this point you're antagonizing him. You stop.
I'm not. He has my daughter out here.
Stop! You're not listening to nothing that's being said. You're not listening to nothing that's being said.
So when I shoot him, after I done called the cops and did everything I was supposed to do,
Just make sure you can articulate
I can.
what's going on.
I can. I'm showing you.
You better really be able to articulate that.
I can. This is my household. He have no residency, nothing.
Make sure you read up on it and make sure you can articulate when it comes to
I've done it. I did that before I got my license.
Okay. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah,
Did she shoot you?
Yeah, before I die.
All right, later. Sit down here.
Quenisha Johnson would eventually stand trial in August 2023, 9 months after DeMonte's death. As the trial began in DeKalb County Superior Court, prosecutors called their first witness, DeMonte's ex-girlfriend. The defense portrayed a frightened victim who had done everything right, calling 911 multiple times, begging for police protection, and only resorting to violence when abandoned by law enforcement and left alone with someone who had previously assaulted her. They pointed to DeMonte's threatening messages and his history of violence as evidence that Quenisha's fears were well-founded.
Quenisha Johnson pleaded for protection, cried for help, and she was left defenseless by police officers who knew better. She was left defenseless against a serial abuser by police officers who knew better.
DeMonte's holding his infant child, and she fearlessly approaches DeMonte and tries to grab the kid. And then, not only that, the entire time, y'all get to hear she says things like, "That's not even your baby. That's not even your kid. You're not even on the birth certificate. I'm going to disappear again for 3 hours. What are you going to do then?"
After weighing days of emotional testimony and complex evidence, the jury delivered their verdict. While acquitting Quenisha Johnson of malice murder, they found her guilty of voluntary manslaughter and all remaining charges. The decision set the stage for what many legal observers considered an unusually nuanced sentencing from Judge Shondiana Morris. Rather than imposing the prosecution's requested 25-year sentence, Judge Morris structured a 20-year term that acknowledged both the gravity of the offense and the circumstances surrounding it. The sentence was divided into 3 distinct phases: 5 years in state prison, followed by 5 years of home confinement, and concluding with 10 years of probation. The conditions of her home confinement period were precisely defined. Quenisha would be permitted to leave only between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., and solely for specific purposes. When granting this unusual reprieve, Morris specifically cited the sequence of events leading to the shooting, noting that Quenisha had called the alarm company, called local law enforcement, not once, not twice, but 3 times before the fatal confrontation.
Julia, what did she have to say?
Spoke to her for the first time, Ted, because even though she was sentenced to 5 years confinement, she is out on bond pending her appeal. So we got to see her walking out of the courthouse with her children, with her family. They've been upbeat when they go into the courtroom every day, but today was a different kind of relief, a different kind of happiness from those family members. And here's what she had to say about those who've been watching this trial and how she feels about everything that happened.
I'm not with the rest of my life.
Your family's been here.
Very supportive, yes. A lot of them came from Philadelphia. It's sad. I mean, they say people show no remorse. I'm very remorseful. It's because I don't sit there and cry, and I can't cry on cue. I'm mentally disturbed. I'm disturbed and whole, you know. I can't get stressed enough. Like, I love somebody to death, and I still to the victim.
What would you change about that night if you could go back?
What I would probably would have. I mean, I didn't know where to go, but you know, if I could have got my kids and left, which I was aiming to do. I don't really think there's anything else that I could have changed. You know, that was my home. My kids was in there. All I want to do is retrieve my kids.
Okay, y'all, that was the end of that. So, hold on, y'all.
Stay ahead of business threats with 24/7 proactive network security from Optimum Business. Get secure fiber internet starting at just $65 a month.
the thing that'll mess you up. He knew.
Okay, so now tell me, how did y'all feel about that? Now, what I will say, I feel like he should have just left. You know, she didn't want him there. You know, they had bad blood with each other. I feel like he should have just left the scene. You know, it wasn't his house. You know, he should have just left. Do y'all feel like she provoked him? What do y'all feel? Yes, and every state have different laws. You know, damn, I don't know why my mouse keep acting up. Damn it. Yeah, I just feel like I feel like he should have left. The police should have made someone leave. Exactly. She was already saying that he was not on the lease. He did not stay there. And then I feel like he was saying, you know, calling her names and stuff like that, saying she was leaving the kids for 3 days with him. Okay, well, if that's the case, maybe you should have had just left, you know, and then she wouldn't have had nobody to watch the kids. She would have stayed in the house. You know, just try to keep the confusion down, you know. Just turned out bad. You know, she got 5 years. So I don't know. I just wanted to show y'all this. Shaking my head, I believe that's got a bad. Shaking my head, I believe she got a bad break. Yeah. Well, I think the police should have had made, you know, him leave just to keep the confusion down, you know, and maybe I think she should have never told the cop that I'm going to shoot him. I don't think that was a good idea right there. And I also think that she should have went and got a restraining order. If she felt like that, you know, it was already bad blood with them. She did not want him there. So I felt like maybe she should have first got a restraining order and got him away from the house, you know. And then if he would have came back to try to break into her house, doing harm to her, maybe she wouldn't have got no time. You know what I'm saying? And then I think the police was also wrong because you didn't even make this man leave. You seen the bad blood there between both of them. And you didn't even make the man leave. Y'all just left. You know, y'all just sitting there telling her, listen, you're not listening to us. You're not listening to us. Okay? She was in her feelings. We see that. So like I said, the cops was wrong on their end for not even making him leave. I feel like she should have got a restraining order. You know what I'm saying? If she felt like that he was a threat to her, that her life was in danger, and maybe this could have got her off maybe with the 5 years. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion about it. Right. Let me see. The police should have made him leave. Someone leave. Yep. The stand your ground doesn't work for us. It don't work here for us neither, unfortunately. It does not work here neither, you know? So, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It is definitely crazy. So I feel like this was not handled properly on her behalf and the police behalf. I would say that. Like I said, I feel like she should have went and got a restraining order. That could have covered her, and then that could have stopped her maybe for getting 5 years. You know, because if she would have got that restraining order and he would have came back and tried to break into her house or was even by her house or something like that, then, you know, hell. Now, I ain't telling her to go just pow nobody, but I'm saying this man seemed like he was a very violent man. He had a very violent history. You know what I'm saying? So that should have prompted her to get a restraining order, but she did not do that. She just, you know, felt like she was licensed to carry and she just gunned him down. And then I feel like the cops didn't do a good job neither. Okay. They didn't do a good job. They didn't actually, you know, make him leave. They should have made him leave the premises, you know, and then until things calm down. But did the police do that? No. So I felt like they was also wrong too. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta be honest about it. I felt like they was wrong too. Let me see. It's a way that it works in New York neither. Last night I pulled up at the store and 2 guys were standing outside talking crazy to people walking by. I just left because I had my you gotta have some. Hey Denise, what's going on, love? You gotta have some type of protection. Now listen, y'all. I don't know what's going on with the situation in the courthouse with Ramika and all of that. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna, going by what I'm hearing because I don't know the truth behind it. I don't know if the grand jury got it. I don't know if the grand jury doing anything. I don't know, y'all. I can't say because I don't know. Right? I don't know. I'm not in Chicago to where as though
absolutely no
I
knowledge.
know the story because I don't know. I'm only going by what I hear. Now I'm going to play this, y'all, and I want y'all to hear this. And this is an update, I guess, how she feel. I didn't get to listen to all of it because I had to go out this morning, and I had to come back and set my live. So I want y'all to hear this and give me y'all opinion on what y'all feel about it. Okay? Yeah.
Did Holly have a restraining order against Romika? Did Romika have one against Carlos? There seems to be a lot of talk about who had paperwork and where, but the one prevalent thing I'm seeing is the confusion on the responsibility of what a restraining order means and who has to stay away from who. There's comments all through. I'm going to tag the video so y'all can see. I spoke to an eyewitness, and one of the things that was prevalent in the comments, aside from questioning the validity of the eyewitness and what they were saying and what they claimed they saw, was whose fault it was. And I'm just going to read. I'm reading the comments that are in the YouTube video. Y'all can go see for yourself. The comment says, the facts is in this case is why was Miss Johnson and Carlos in the same vicinity as Romika when there is a restraining order? The issue is that she was provoked. Keep that word in mind. Once again, with his drama, flaunting his other woman. My father taught me that if you have more power, then you walk away. I like that. I like that statement. Why have a gun? Because are you contemplating killing? Woman to woman, let's talk this out. Somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. No woman wants to be the other woman. Men love this drama. We all can't agree on that. And they always have a stupid one fighting to feed his sick ego. All right. Why was Miss Johnson Holly in the vicinity? Reports show, people claim, and again, y'all, all this stuff is alleged because I wasn't there, you weren't there, none of us were there. We're speculating, and this case has gotten emotional. It's gotten dangerous. It's beyond he say, she say. And I had to step away because I was covering the Diddy case last week. I don't know if y'all saw that video. I was in a courtroom like a few seats away from Diddy. It was all dramatic. I talked about it. I'll tag that video below if you want to see it. But I'm back here focusing on what justice is looking like in this case. But I had to take it a step back and seeing, why do some of you think that if you have let's say you have a restraining order against me, okay? Hey, I want Naja to stay away from me in some sort of way. You've been able to go to the court of law and prove, hey, Naja is harassing me. She's bothering me. She's making threats to my family. She's calling my grandmother. Like, I've seen all of these accusations. I've seen the comment sections of other posts, just like you guys have, especially, I'm not going to say his name, but his name starts with a Q. He's been making some noise in this case, and putting some facts, some questionable, some accurate. Again, none of us really know, right? But one thing I'm seeing is there was harassment that was able to be documented on one end. Now, from what I understand, Romika had the Holly had the restraining order, or was able to get this order of protection. And it's all semantics in the game of court. Yeah, I wanted to make this video so bad. You see, I didn't even have a chance to put on my hair and makeup. I just was like, let's just talk about this because I want to veer this conversation in a right direction. And some of us have gotten so far left and so unintentionally or maybe intentionally emotional about this issue. But if we're going to be emotional about something, I want us to make sure that we're harping on the right fact. You have a restraining order against me. Let's just say that, hypothetically speaking. If you are over here talking to your baby daddy or your cousin or your sister, and I see you, it is my obligation as the person that has been ordered to stay away from you. It's my obligation to stay away. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and show you guys. I went to look up Illinois state, but if you're interested in any other states' laws on stalking, harassment, all of the good stuff, here it is. So here's a civil liability on the stalking and no contact order for the state of Illinois. So you see all this. I went and copied and pasted all of this into ChatGPT because I wanted to know specifically what is the responsibility of the victim. So you can see I just literally went and copy and pasted the entire page. Whole page, here we go. I'm scrolling, still scrolling. It's a lot. And ChatGPT is kind of odd sometimes. So if you have any doubts on the validity, then I highly suggest that you just go and read everything yourself, especially if you're experienced in law. So here it says, under the Illinois Stalking No Contact Act, the victim, called the petitioner, does not have a legal duty to stay away from the respondent. This order binds only the respondent, not the petitioner. It means I put a restraining order on you. You are the respondent. You're the one that bears all of the responsibility. It might suck. It might not feel like it's fair. You could even be being targeted. Section 85 explicitly prohibits mutual orders, meaning one cannot impose reciprocal restrictions. Each person must file separately if they both seek protection. So what that means, like a mutual order, a mutual injunction, means everybody's protected. The judge can be like, you just stay away from each other. You're both liable. You both have responsibility. Nope. If you want one against me, that means you have to file your own. The petitioner, the person that filed the order, can move freely and is not restricted from being in public places or near the respondent unless the court orders otherwise. So in summary, the victim's role is to avoid initiating contacts or provocation. There's that word, provoke again, or provocation that might undermine the order. But there is no requirement for the victim to stay away. Only the respondent has enforceable obligations. And again, this is just one of the 4 different types of orders in the state of Illinois. I showed you what the other 4 were. So this is just, I'm only going to go through one, but if you want to go and look at the state law, then I definitely suggest you go over to that page to see what the relegations and rules are for each one. But this one that I picked out, just randomly picked out this one, y'all. So if you want to go look at the other one, I would love to hear what the other ones say. I don't have time to go and look at all 3 of the other ones. But yeah, provocation. The victim's role is to avoid initiating contact or provocation. If I approach you, I am violating that order. Now, some say, and it's at this point, it's probably knowledge that Romika did not go to the last court hearing. She didn't go to the last court hearing, right? So what if she did not know that she had been restrained? What if she had absolutely no knowledge? What if Carlos had not told her? What if she was not alerted by the courts? What if she was never served papers? I remember one time I was driving home from college, driving to the town. Driving home to Tennessee. I went to school in Tennessee. Driving home, I got pulled over. Okay, fine, whatever. Busted tail light. Oh, I didn't have my lights on. Something silly. And they're like, oh, hey, man, we need you to step out of the car. I'm like, because I didn't have my lights on? And they're like, no, actually, your driver's license is suspended. I'm like, wait, I didn't know that. I'm a college student. If you sent me mail, it probably went to my parents' house. I don't live with them, and they're like, hey, the burden of ignorance still falls on me as the person that was driving with a suspended license, whether I knew it or not. Luckily, I had a friend in the car. They didn't take me to jail. Luckily, I had a friend in the car. They let the friend drive the car. I was not allowed to drive the car away in the presence of the police officers. They did not care that I didn't know. So the fact that Romika may hate, some claim that she may not have known that there was an order, a stay away order, or keep away, or stay with this in this vicinity. Unfortunately, in the court of law, that doesn't hold up. If you were able to get a default judgment against somebody, that means you still owe, whether you showed up, whether you were sick, unless you went to the court and took care of your paperwork and say, hey, I want to contest this. I wasn't aware, I had to work, I was in the hospital, I moved and I didn't get the mail. The fault still lies on the person, right? That fault for me not knowing about that suspended license, that was ultimately on me. I had to just sit with the responsibility. And going forward, I surely made sure that my mail was coming to me or something like that. So that's one point that I want to just keep that in mind. You might not like the way that sounded, but that is the fact. If you yourself have a default judgment against you, somebody's trying to take you to court and you don't show up for court because you didn't get the letters, you were sick, whatever the reason, that person wins by default. They win by default. They got a default judgment. So let's just say baseline, this was a default judgment. The person that filed the order, let's say Holly filed the order, she can put it in the newspaper. Like there's things that you can do to publicly make this known that like, hey, I've done my due diligence to let you know that this order is in place. Now it's on you to abide by it. So if I am, let's talk about this restraining order, this hypothetical restraining order that you have against me. If I am restrained from coming near you, it is your responsibility to stay away from me. Now, this is how messed up. This is how the gray area of restraining orders can get. A person could be at the grocery store. Let's just use their names. Romika could have been at the grocery store, minding her own business, doing her grocery shopping. She's getting the stuff that she needs. Holly and Carlos walk in. Now, these two people may or may not have known they were there. Let's just say everyone's oblivious to everyone's existence in the same grocery store. Don't y'all know whose responsibility is it to leave? Whose responsibility is it to leave? It is the person who is named in the order. You are restrained from being near me. Even if you're already there and you see me there, I could claim, oh my God, she followed us to the grocery store. Now we would have another day in court because it looks.
Okay, now what she's saying, right? If Romika was in the grocery store and Holly came in the grocery store, she's saying Romika had to put back all her food and leave because Holly came in. I don't think that's fair because Romika was there first. Why would Romika have to leave? But that's what she's saying. But I don't agree with that. But it could be true. But I don't agree with that. When I had a restraining order out on my husband, right? They told us in court that if he see me, that he will have to leave. But what happened when we met up, seen each other, I left. I just took it upon myself and left. You know what I'm saying? And it was in Burger King one day, right? I was in line getting foods, and I turned around, and he was there. I walked out, but he was the one supposed to have left. But I decided I would leave. I got in the car, and I left. But he was the one supposed to have left. But I feel like, it's okay. I'll leave. And that's what I did. Even though he was licensed to carry, all of that. But he was licensed to carry because he was on the police force. Okay? But I took it upon myself and I just left. But, I mean, she could be right. But I feel that is wrong. You know what I'm saying? That Romika would have to put back all her groceries and leave. You know, she's in a good spirit. She just there. She's food shopping. I don't know. I just feel like that's crazy. You know, I mean, but she could be right. I'm just saying.
Looks like you have violated. I'm not talking about what actually happened. I'm talking about the way it looks. This is how much the responsibility is placed on the person who is named in the order. Let's just say this hypothetical restraining order you have against me. I'm over here chilling at the side. If you see me, you pass by me, you better keep going. Because if I see you pass me and I want that day to call the cops and say, she drove past me to intimidate me, I could do it.
Okay, and you could do it. But what I get from that, that's just an evil person, period. And a liar. And want to stir up some shit. Because if you got a restraining order out on somebody and you see somebody and y'all bump into the same place, whether it's a supermarket, restaurant, shopping center, and the person haven't said nothing to you, why would you want to get on the phone and call the police and tell the police, I got a restraining order on such and such, and she's fucking with me. She's saying this and she's saying that if they not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all, only person would do something like this is an evil, malicious person would do something like this. Because if I had a restraining order on somebody and I see them and they're not saying anything to me, what I would do, I would just walk away. I'm not going to try to provoke them or anything. I would just walk away and leave. You know, if they're not saying anything to me, I would be the bigger person and walk away. That's just my opinion. That's just how I view things. Okay? I mean, why would call the cops on somebody and just make up a lie? Yeah, I seen Johnny and Johnny said this to me and no, I'm lying to get a person arrested. Only thing I could say, that's just an evil, no good, malicious person. That's just my opinion. Yes, I agree, Ms. D. Yes, I mean that shit crazy. I don't know.
I could do it, and it might stand up in court because I can get you for as many violations as I want to. We have to have an understanding on who's responsible.
But why to do that if it's not true? Okay? Why to do that? If you're going to say something like this, just say it can happen, but I wouldn't do anything like that. I would just leave. I'm just saying. I'm telling y'all, I'm not a malicious person. I can't go out here and just lie on somebody just to be lying. If I'm going to say something, I'm going to tell the truth. If I can't tell the truth, I'd rather not even say anything at all. If I get a restraining order on somebody, it ain't because I want them to go to jail neither. I want them to just leave me the fuck alone instead of fuck away from me. Don't say nothing to me. Don't mention me. And I feel at that point, my life is in danger. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But I'm not going to just call the police and be malicious and say someone, yeah, I see my victim. She's obsessed with me. She's antagonizing me in the supermarket. You know, she's making threats against me. And no, this person is not doing it. I'm just saying, like, that shit is malicious. This shit is crazy. And the way she putting it, I don't like it. I feel like she should have said, well, you know, a person can do this, but I wouldn't do this. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's how you present stuff.
Responsibility it is to stay away. And again, I like the comment that this person made. I'm not harping on this person because their sentiments mirror a lot of sentiments that I've seen in the comment section. It says the issue is she was provoked. Once again, with Carlos's.
What you said, did I hear about the police never had Ramika phone? Allegedly, Carlos had possession of her phone since the incident. The police department let her family know yesterday. Oh, see, I don't know. I don't know, Miss Gray. I didn't hear that. I don't know. I ain't hear that.
Drama, flaunting his other woman. Let's talk about provocation.
But you can come up and explain how, because I don't want to say, like, I don't want to say nothing on that because I don't have proof of that. So, I mean, if you want to come up and say what you heard or whatever, you're more than welcome.
You have provoked me. That means you have elicited an emotional response from me. You've provoked me into some sort of action. Whose fault is it for the provocation? Now, if I'm provoking you by existing over here, flaunting and kissing your ex and saying things to you, does that give you the right to come near me? You very well could come near me and be like, shut up and sit down. I don't like you. You could do all of those things. If I have a restraining order
Ms. Gray, it's gonna be
against you,
I can't take
an order of protection against you, I am well within my right to call and say, hey, this person has violated this order, right? I am very much well within my right. Let's talk. Provocation means there's some sort of elicited response.
But how could you call the police and say this person violated the order if y'all was out? How did this person know y'all was going to meet up? How do you know that y'all was going to see each other? Not meet up, but see each other. This is, come on. I mean, sometimes when we put things out, right, we have to explain things better. I don't like the way she's putting the video. You understand what I'm saying? You can't say that you're not going to ever run into a person that you don't have a restraining order out. How do you know you're not going to see this person? I mean, some things she's saying make sense, and some things she's saying is not making sense. Because I can have a restraining order on right now on Denise, right? How do I know if I'm gonna see Denise in the supermarket? We're gonna see each other the same day. Denise don't know that, and I don't know that. One of us can leave, right? Even though I got the restraining order on Denise, I'll probably be the one to leave. Just keep the confusion down, because that's where my mindset is at. That's what my mindset is at. That I'm not a confrontational person. I don't like violence. So you know what? She was in here first. Let me leave. Let her finish her grocery shopping. I'll go to another supermarket or whatever. That's just my opinion, and that's just how I view it. That's how I see it. But everybody is different, because I'm not going to have a restraining order out on Denise, and then I see Denise in the supermarket, and then I pick the phone up and call the police and lie and say she's attacking me in the supermarket. That's fucked up, and that's not cool. Because why? Because I feel like I got the upper hand on Denise, and I don't want to see this bitch nowhere in my facility. No, that's not fair. Right? That's just how I look at it. And I could be wrong about what I'm saying. It's just crazy. I mean, I think some people, if you're going to get a restraining order on people, don't get a restraining order on somebody and use it to your advantage to lie on them. Okay? Don't do that, because you still have to prove what that person did to you if you did come in contact with them. You have to prove it. They're going to get surveillance from the supermarket. They're probably going to, have witnesses. Don't just do it out of being malicious. That's what I'm saying.
Response.
Hey,
whose
Karen.
fault is that for being provoked? Because before we get to the point of being provoked, like, this is where I like to talk about controlling our impulses. I could be as mad as you. I could be so upset with you. But if I am not able to control my impulse to act on my emotions, whose fault is that? If you've gotten...
And you right, lady. And that's why I say it, because I have control of my emotions, right? So that's why I say, if I would have ran into Denise in the supermarket, and I know I got a restraining order on her, and both of us don't see eye to eye, and I bump into her supermarket, being I got control over myself and I got power over myself, I would leave. I would leave and go to another supermarket. There's more than one supermarket. Even though I know that she's supposed to leave because she's supposed to be around me, even though we didn't know each other was going to be in the supermarket the same day. I would just leave. I'll go. It's cool with me. I'll walk away.
Gotten me out of character. Have I allowed you to get me out of character? Or do you deserve this thing that I'm going to do? This is kind of where our mind sits. Like, this is when I'm looking at the comments, this is kind of where I get to tell people that have had different levels of experiences. Some people perceive disrespect as something they're going to die for. I'm going to die for my respect. T.I. said it in one of his songs. I don't know what you're going to do for your respect, but I'm going to die for mine. I'm an older millennial. I know T.I. lyrics. But I was like, damn, dog. Like, I don't want to die. At this point in the game, I will run away full speed from a fight. I will run away. You try to fight, I'm going to run away. Let me tell you why. I have been witness to a person that did not run away from a fight. They didn't run. They stood there and they could fight.
Now, y'all don't get me wrong. I'm just speaking how I would do things. You know what I'm saying? Because what she just said, if you see somebody that can call the police on you and say, my attacker is in here with me, she attacking me, because they got the upper hand. So that's why I didn't like what she said. Don't use some people like to use their power and control over others when they can. So I feel some people are evil and malicious. They will use their power because they have a restraining order on somebody and they meet the person not knowing this person was going to be there. The person just walking around shopping or in the supermarket or walking around the mall just shopping, and you run into the person and you hate this person so bad, you pick up the phone, you call the police and start making them lies saying what this person is doing to you, because that's very much what she just said in her own way. I can call the police and tell the police that I got a restraining order on you and I see such and such and such because I have the restraining order. That is using your power in your control, because you know you got that restraining order out on that person, and that person don't supposed to be. Do y'all understand what I'm saying in the chat? Do y'all get what I'm saying? You know, don't use your power and control to try to destroy somebody, because right now at this point, you know you got the upper hand. You know you got the power. That's what I'm trying to make a point. That's what I'm saying.
This was one of the like one hit quitter, what we used to call her. Somebody got her on the right part of her face on the wrong.
Thank you so much, Ebony, for understanding. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Day, she went down, hit her head on the concrete. Her head opened up. She lost her life that day. Never seen her lose a fight, but she lost her life in that one day. I know I've single-handedly witnessed what can happen from a physical confrontation. So, and at a certain point, like if you live to be a certain age and you a street fighter, consider yourself lucky, but the smart ones know when to walk away. The smart ones know,
like me, I'm smart and I don't like drama. And that's why I said, if I see someone I got a restraining order on, I'm not going to just pick up the phone and call the police. I'm just going to leave because I like peace. You know what I'm saying? I like peace. And at the same time, I am even sorry that I had to even go through the restraining order. But I feel like at that point I did, because at some point you was antagonizing me. You was threatening me. I felt danger for my life. That's why I did what I did. Because a person like me, I don't like all that court shit. I'm not about all that court shit. And this is why I am a loner. This is why I stay to myself. I've always been a loner, because I'm not with the court system. I'm just not. I don't got time to be going there explaining shit to the judge. But if I have to do something like this, I would. But if I can avoid situations, I avoid situations. This is me. And I've always been like this all my life. I don't like confrontation. I don't hang with people that always want to run their mouth, get in fights, want to be seen, want to be heard. I don't deal with females like that, because you're not going to get me caught up in your bullshit. Okay? That's anybody. You know, if you can't speak life into me and I can't speak life into you, I don't even want to be a part of you. You understand what I'm saying? You know, if I come to you and try to speak life in you and then you're going to get aggressive with me, I'll fall back from you. I still love you, but I'll fall back because I'm not into that type of lifestyle. I never was.
Like it's important for me to live just to get home another day. If that's the type of lifestyle that you're into, provocation does not warrant always a physical confrontation. You have provoked me. Sometimes I need to go sit in my car and not let my ego win. When I see comments like this, like, oh, it's her fault, Holly should not have been there. If Holly was in the street kissing that man and slobbering him down and like, I got your man, that would have been a jerk thing to do. That's a whole thing to do. That's nasty, catty behavior. If Holly is provoking the person that has a restraining order, that she has a restraining order against, and the person falls into that trap, in the courts, the judge is not going to say, oh, Holly was taunting you. Oh, Holly was in an area that she rightfully could have been in. Should she have been there? That's subjective. Depending on your experiences, your perception, how you handle your own emotions, anger, and ego, that's on you. Should she have been there? That's on you. They shared a man in common. Well, they shared the same child's father. So there's going to be some instances where they don't have a choice but to be in the same vicinity.
Yeah, you was gonna say it right. They shared the same baby father, and they shared the same man, because he still wanted Ramika. You could have said it.
This is where we're talking about, can we control ourselves and control our emotions enough to say, there's an order of paper. There's a piece of paper that says I can't go near this person. Now, I was looking at some statistics on how many restraining orders are issued, how many are violated. In most of the cases, the people in domestic violence situations are given orders of protection. A large majority, not a large majority, but an overwhelming, uncomfortable majority of these people are gone on to be violated and unalived by the person with this paperwork. So an order of protection is just a piece of paper. If we're at the point to where I have to get the law involved and tell them to tell you to stay away from me, that kind of tells me you don't care. You don't really care about the law. So, there's that right there. And I want you to keep in mind, and I'm going to have to reiterate many, many times over, is I'm continuously seeing the comments, and there seems to be a gross misunderstanding about whose responsibility it is in the restraining order. I'm going to repeat this because I know people are still going to feel angered, feel emotional, feel triggered by what I'm saying. That's okay. I don't mean to come on here and trigger you in a negative way, but what I want to do is make sure that we keep the conversation centered on the fact. If I am restrained from staying away from you, and
you don't trigger me. I just don't like sometimes how you put things out, but you don't trigger me at all.
Judge has ordered that, whether it's by a default judgment, whether you knew it or not, whether I knew it or not, because I'm using myself, I'm putting myself in the hot seat here. As an example, it is my responsibility to make sure I stay away from you and I get myself the resources, whatever, maybe that's counseling, maybe that's friends, maybe I can sit and say, I'm just going to I'm going to walk away. You walk into the same party that I'm at. You have a restraining order against me. And if you walk in that party, guess who has to leave? I have to leave, y'all. You have a restraining order against me. We're at the grocery store. I gotta go. Now, in some particular orders, the judge will say there's areas that we just simply can't avoid. And a lot of times those will be custodial exchange locations. Those will be the judge will name that. Your order will say, because there's some instances where we have to be within 500 feet of each other. And that's in the majority of cases.
And you're right. I agree with you. It's certain places that is not going to be in the order. Like I just said, the supermarket, right? So that's why I said I will leave, because it ain't like the person came to my house. It ain't like she came to my workplace. It ain't like she came to my mama house, my dad's house. You know what I'm saying? That's a threat. Now you violating, right? So again, that's why I said, if me and Denise see each other in the supermarket, I just walk out. You know what I'm saying? I just go. You know what I'm saying? My cart not full of food or whatever. I just get the fuck up out of there. I let her have it. You know what I'm saying? Because evidently she was there before me. I'll be the bigger person. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead on, because we didn't know we was going to bump into each other. The supermarket is not in the restraining order. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like she's violating the restraining order, because the supermarket was not in the restraining order. So, I'm going to be the bigger person, even though I got the restraining order, and I will leave. But I'm saying this for me because I'm a grown-ass fucking woman with common sense and don't like drama. You feel me? Some women ain't grown enough, and some women are grown, and they still like drama, and some people use their power over you, okay? Meaning because they feel like they got that restraining order, let me call the cops and lie. That's what the fuck I'm saying.
Sometimes it's unavoidable, because what about when people share, a mother and father share a child together, and they have to do a pickup, drop off. They have to do a custody exchange. Sometimes it's going to be in your order that there are mutual grounds. Like you have a school event, your son has a soccer game, daughter has ballet, or son has ballet because it's 2025 and it's all good. Everybody can take dance. Then there's going to be some things in there. At this point, I haven't seen, we've seen some orders and some claims of orders, but I've seen the same paperwork that you have. Okay, so I just wanted to make that very, very, very clear. I am not placing blame on a person that is deceased. Also, and this is where the lack of bias, or the inability for me to see bias, because the bias comes based on, if there is a bias here, it comes based on how the law is stated, how the law is spelled out. The law says I got to stay away from you. So if I see you over there and I'm pissed off because I see you, should I come there? If I violate that, I am the one that has violated. I don't really know how much more clear this can be.
Yeah, what's going on, sis? Who on the panel?
Window gets an anonymous tip.
Oh, hey.
You gotta turn your TV down.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can hear my TV? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can hear your TV. I can't hear nothing in the background.
Okay, let me turn it down. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was that loud. First, I want to say I appreciate you. This is Romika's auntie. And first, I want to say I love how you roll with your platform. I appreciate it. And
you're welcome, my love. You're welcome.
And second of all, they keep talking about this order protection. She shot her because she wanted to, not because she had to. It's a big difference, you know. And then a lot of people keep saying don't know what happened before that. You know what I'm saying? We have more witnesses coming, more people coming out to school. We have a lot of stuff that's coming out, you know. And all we trying to do is allow the police department detectives do their job, you know. It's a sad situation. It's really hard on my sister at this present time. Like, it's just a lot. And then what, you know, Nappy Head doing what he do. 1 minute you love her, 1 minute you don't. You know, just a bunch of bull crap. You know, everybody assuming we wasn't there. We don't know, you know, what happened. You know, we just taking it piece by piece. And also we moving day by day with it, but we're not going to stop.
Right.
That's one thing.
Can I ask you a question, Auntie?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that Romika phone was not with the police? Do you know anything about that?
Well, we finding out. We trying to find that out too. So we don't know exactly.
Okay, got you.
That. It looked like he took our stuff. You know, that's what it looked like. We don't know what he was doing. And, you know, I try to give, I'm going to be honest, like I'm the auntie that I be in the middle. I try to give, I know what my niece can do. I know what he can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm that in the middle part of, because everybody was like, well, you know, I'm not on the side. I'm on the side. What's right? But people still got to realize that also this was my niece that I feel like was cold-blooded. Like a lot of things could have did. And, you know, and then people not understanding what he told us at the beginning. That's what he told us at the beginning. And then when a lot of stuff started coming out, of course, now I'm looking. So
when you say he told y'all at the beginning, was it you and Mama Tina?
Yes.
Okay.
So now it's just like a lot of things that's just changing. You know what I'm saying? He did admit it was all his fault. He said that loud and clear. It's all my fault. He told my sister, Mom, it's all my fault. He did admit that. He admitted a lot of other little stuff that was going on, but you know, we don't know because we wasn't there, you know? So my whole thing with him was, how are you allowing a person that you ain't seen over so many decades to get on here and crucify and taunt Tina, the one you call mom, daughter, you said you love, you always love. She knew she couldn't take her place and all this, but allow this to happen. That's the big major part right there. But you know, at the end of the day, the major thing is justice. Justice in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Justice in the truth. That's what
absolutely, sis.
Justice in the truth.
And sis, that's what I was saying too. Like, you know, and I always say this every day on my platform. I don't know if you be listening, but I just don't like how he 1 minute say he loved the Romika. She was fun. She was jolly. She was this. She was that. And then you dog this deceased woman out. I'm going to tell you, that shit hurts me to my heart. Because for number one, how could you say you love the Tina, you love Carlos' son, but you dogging out his deceased baby mama? Like, I'm just trying to make it like
Makes sense.
make it make sense to me, you know. And I try to like, damn, what is Carlos saying about the things that he's doing, comparing pictures of Romika and Holly, and it's just so much to wrap your head around. Like, it's just sickening to me, and I'm trying to understand too. What did he have against Romika so bad that he has to do this?
He told me, I was only doing this to clear Carlos' name, but I'm saying to myself, like, gee, you ain't even doing that with your own child, your own children, and you ain't seen them since the beginning of January. The hell? Like, I don't get him. I think he's something wrong with him, because I don't know. I just don't know. But the paperwork that's going to him, because I'm not playing. Because first, you know, we took our L's when they dogged us out. You know what I'm saying? We took that L, we sucked it up. You know, I was a crackhead. I was all types of stuff. I'm like, what? What? You know, I took that. We had to take the L. They dogged us out in the beginning because everybody didn't know. They dogged us out where she get it from her, you know, her family members and stuff like that. First of all, the world do not know us. If they do, the ones that really do know us know that we are very family, or we stick together. Ain't no family that don't have little arguments here and there. But one thing we do, we strong together. We make sure, you know what I'm saying? And one thing we do, we don't, what the aunties and the mamas and the sisters and the cousins, we don't do is take that baby from him. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? No. We was always say, just because you're too into it, don't mean you should keep that baby away from him, because the child don't have nothing to do with it. He love his mama, he love his daddy. You understand?
And your mama spoke on that clearly out her own mouth.
Yeah, he loved his child. I'm not gonna knock him for it. He loved that baby. He probably still do it today. But the thing of it is, you let somebody else torture your baby mama. What you think your son gonna see? Because he ain't slow. The kids be on TikTok. What you think he gonna say is to you, like, he done seen some of the stuff, and you got to take the phone away from it and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, what can you say to your child? You know, what can you say to her?
Absolutely.
It just is crazy, because you say one thing, and then and by cutting you off completely, because you have messed up both sides of the family for this child, because the child was loved on both sides. It was no beef with none of us on either side. But the thing of it is, one side got to understand your child's still here, and the other side got to understand we would never see Romika again. She's gone.
Let me ask you a question too, Auntie. Do your family have any videos of Carlos ever abusing her?
Man, of course. But we ain't never put that out there. That's the thing. We never put none of that out there.
Yeah, I see that. And I want to say respectful to your brothers. I don't know their names, but I like the respect of them, because ever since this happened, I never seen the brothers come out and bash Holly family. None of that. I've never seen your mom do that. And I want to say shout out to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't like that. You know, you got to understand, like, we got to understand, like, it's just hard. It's hard because it's like, damn, this really happened? The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that deep that we didn't know. And people don't know. Let me make this totally clear with you. Romika moved on. Romika started moving on. She started getting her own stuff together, got a new car, started doing this, started going to school. She was moving on. She tried to cordial with Carlos. Go ahead. Everybody keep on saying, I know my niece would never hurt a baby. She let that baby go with them a couple of times. Like, get the fuck on out of here. Because you know who started that rumor? Quadre. Why would you say that? Why would you lie and say you saw a video? You gonna put it out. Put it out, baby. Put it out. But stop torturing my niece and stop torturing our family, because guess what? My sister hasn't slept since this happened. You know what I'm saying? She's drowning herself. And when I'm saying this, I'm starting to get mad. I'm getting mad at him now, because the simple fact is, you doing all this for a couple of dollars? Baby, we could have cash apped you. What you need, some food? What? The
So
fuck?
do you think, Auntie, that people is paying him for doing the things that he's doing?
Yeah, he is. He getting paid.
Okay.
He getting paid. But let me tell you why. Because one time he sent the screenshot out with the numbers, right? On the numbers that had been calling him. So I'm gonna be an investigator because that's what I'm finna do. I took it and I put the numbers in Cash App, and all their names popped up.
Yeah, I remember saying that.
So, baby,
you got to hit the link on top, sis. The link is on top. Miss Faith, is that you? You got to hit the link on top.
Hey, Charlie. Hey.
Or either, check your phone out because I can't see you backstage. So you have to hit the link on top. And Auntie, let me ask you a question. Is something going around about a wig? What's up with this wig
that's
thing?
What I'm saying. That's what another thing I want to say. All these new people been in there. Let me get this clear to the little raggedy ones that just get into ain't been doing the investigation since she died on that Monday. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have no wig on. She had on her uniform going to work, first of all. Her hair was red because she just had dyed her hair. So she did not have a wig on.
Thank you.
She didn't have a wig on because she didn't even have get her hair done. She was getting her hair done, but she just dyed her hair red. She was going back red.
Okay, because I'm glad you came up to clear that up. Because I'm like, what's going on with this wig thing?
Yes, I was looking at the thing too. Like, what wig? She ain't had no wig on.
Miss Sanders, you got a back player. You got a black player. You got to mute.
Can y'all hear me? Hello? Can y'all hear me or no?
No, you too low.
The new platform that just coming on, they need to just go and shut up and go and sit this out.
No, I can't hear you, Ebony. Come back up. Miss Sanders, you got a back play. You got to mute. You got a bad back play.
I ain't got nothing on.
You don't?
Okay,
that could have been Ebony. She dropped down.
I don't got nothing on.
Yeah, that could have been her. All right, Auntie, I'm glad you got that wig out the way because I'm trying to figure out, like, what wig? See, let me tell you something, Auntie, about me. I'm not going to discuss something that I don't know nothing about. Now, I didn't come to my platform and say anything about that wig because I don't know nothing about a wig. I was getting inboxes on the wig, but I was not going to address it. But only reason I addressed it now because you came to my platform. So that's why I addressed it, the wig. You know what I'm saying? I'm only because I've been following this story from day one. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I've been following you too, and I like I said, I appreciate you. Yeah, whatever you say, everybody got their opinion. But I'm trying to figure out what wig she saw out there because that ain't look like no wig. She just made up some stuff. Every time they turn around, they make up some stuff and they run with it. Oh, she was trying to get to the baby. They ran with it. Oh, it's a wig out there, girl. She ain't had no wig on.
Wow.
Blessings to y'all. Blessings to y'all.
How you doing, baby doll?
Hey, my baby. Hey, Auntie, look, I want justice for Ramika so bad. I talked to the detective because I'm a paralegal and I called and I wanted to get justice. The state dropped the charges. The state is the ones that the state seen different. Nobody seen when it first happened. Nobody, all these witnesses coming out, nobody made a statement. This is 100% facts. Nobody made a statement. And that's wrong because why would they get on these platforms and lying?
So let me clear this up because
you know what? Let me say this, Auntie. Everybody gonna have an opinion, right? About this situation.
Yeah.
So let me just say this to make you feel better, Auntie. And I know I can't make you feel no better because it's about your niece. But I want to say this to you. Sometimes maybe you have to fall back by watching some channels because it's gonna make you more angry, upset, depressed. You know, because every platform gonna have that different opinion about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is what I was saying earlier. Like sometimes you can't always be seen or put an opinion in. You know, sometimes you have to let things rock out for what it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. And that's what I've been doing lately. I have been just studying. I know in the beginning, I ain't gonna even tell y'all because when you hurt, you working with emotions and you seeing all this, and you back and forth arguing with somebody trying to justify her or what tell what it is. That don't even I feel so dumb doing all that because at the end of the day, they didn't know her. So why am I argue with some fake pages and people for, you know what I'm saying? So I had to sit back and get myself together, you know?
Yeah.
So somebody got to be strong. If me and my sister, we can, and disbobulated, who gonna get her this justice, you know? So
Yeah.
I had
Somebody
to.
sound like they outside. Mute your mic. Whoever outside, mute your mic.
So, you know, I had to sit back and get myself together, you know, and I started thinking like, man, I did all this. That was stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't arguing with nobody. They can have their opinion, but I know her. We know the real her. We know who she was. You know what I'm saying? We know what she was capable of doing in every type of way. But with this right here, we know this right here wasn't right for her to be dead like this or get murdered on the street like this. I know that.
Right.
You know, so I'm sitting back. I'm watching everything. I ain't saying nothing.
And
You know what I'm
Auntie,
saying?
I'm glad you said that too, because I think a lot of people just miss the big point of this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened, like you don't. We was not there. But what I was trying to say, and I'ma still say, I just don't like the way she was gunned down.
That part.
That's what I don't like. And number two, I don't like how Quadri is just doing things for money. How he's putting his fucking family down, dogging Ramika out, keep putting pictures up about her and Holly. Those are things that I don't like. You claim you knew. That's just like if I knew a family for years and their loved one dies, and I didn't really, like the person like that. I'm not gonna dog them. I'm not gonna dog them. Let them rest in peace. What more can they do?
And I got friends that knows her, the girl. You know what I'm saying? And we don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And she expect whatever I say. She say she just don't talk about it. I don't, because we got our own opinion, and I'm not mad about any of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm not that type of person that's just gonna be like, you need to be on my side, because no, everybody got their opinion, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. All I'm saying is people, the big fact is what they missing. She shot her because she wanted to, not because she had to. And the big thing is how she shot her that many times. There was no warning. You know what I'm saying? Like, gee, nobody ever, I don't know if anybody ever had to go see their loved ones like that, or up at the hospital, or going to see them at the morgue, and you see their face and you got all types of questions. Why? You know what I'm saying? We're like, why? And people got to understand. But they don't have to. I don't care if they understand or not. It's just the thing of it. I just feel like it was a cold-blooded murderer.
And you have the right to feel the way you feel. You can feel any way you want to feel, no matter what nobody say. That's your family. If that was my family, I wouldn't care how nobody feel. I'm going to stand on what I stand on and how I feel. That's period.
And sooner or later, and when it comes down to it, because everybody be like, what he ain't said, what he said, baby, I ain't letting the internet get to me or none of that, because like I explained to him, you don't want me to start really posting everything. You know what I'm saying? They already eating you up. I don't need to.
Well, I want to ask y'all say what the state dropped the charges. Did I just hear her say that?
No, the state ain't dropped no. I don't know who said that.
I thought she said, hey, I just want to know. That's all I want to know. It's still in power. That's all.
No, it's not.
Justice
No,
for Ronnie. Justice for Ronnie. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not true. That's why I'm saying I'm allowing the Chicago Police Department. We allow them to do their job. We allow them to do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm tired of people all saying, there ain't no investigation. They don't close the case and all that. That's all I want to know, ma'am.
And I heard
I'm going to get down. That's all I want to know. This the auntie I want to hear from myself.
It's not closed.
Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that?
Can I say this real quick? It's not closed. And the reason why we marching, because we want them to speed up the process.
Okay, well, everybody want to know
Can y'all hear
why
me?
they marching and all that. Ma'am, that's all I want to know.
I can't hear
and
nobody.
That's all I
Yeah,
want
we
to
can
know.
hear you.
Yes, we want them to speed up the process. What's the
I'm
status? What's this?
turn my phone off and come right back.
Do
No,
y'all hear
the state dropped the charges. That's
y'all hear
100% facts.
No, they did not.
Do y'all hear Jolly now? For everybody everybody, supporters, content creators,
Well, what that
saying
lady
it's
just talking about,
over.
that's 100% fact. Them people wouldn't tell her nothing. She a lawyer.
No.
Believe me, when I asked Jolly, remember Jolly, I asked you, that was last week, and you said, without saying too much, yes, there is an ongoing investigation, and that let me know that when the police talk to your mom, I mean your sister, she your sister or whatever, they tell y'all certain things, and y'all can't tell us. Y'all can't tell the public because it's an ongoing investigation.
Well, you know what? Excuse me, Ebony, did you hear this lady? Who that was just talking about the state dropped the charges and dropped down?
It's not. It's not. You
It's
can
not.
Google
Let me
it.
tell y'all. If that had been on there, we'd have been on there fussing and fighting and cussing and going ballistic. It's still investigation going on.
Okay. Hey, Jolly.
Exercise justice for me.
Yeah, well, who that
Miss
lady was
D.
that was up there?
Yeah, because she be doing too much all the time.
Come
Okay,
on, she called
Jolly.
and
Oh,
talked to
okay. I
somebody.
know Mr. Sanders talking about the video I was playing. I was like, yeah, okay, Mr. Sanders. I got what
No,
you
no,
say.
no, Miss D. Miss D, you know I'm a criminal. And I know for a fact ain't nobody can call in and ask questions about no ongoing
That
cases. And they
part.
told her that. She can't make me believe that. She talked to the people, she a paralegal. Girl, get the hell out of here. You
And
ain't
when the
did
state,
nothing.
and that's why I just came up here. When the state drop a charge, baby, they're gonna call her mother. They're gonna have a family meeting. Trust and believe. They're gonna know before anybody. She always coming there doing something. She
Listen,
like
man, with all
Cadre.
due respect, I didn't
Man, stop.
disrespect you.
I can
Listen,
say what I want. I can say what I
listen
want.
to me. My daughter did flyers for Ramika. I want justice for Ramika.
Clearly,
I
you
want
don't.
justice. I spoke to these people out my mama grave. If I'm lying, I hope I die right
Leslie, you
now.
need to call them and let them know you finna put in a lawsuit against them because they giving out the wrong information. I got a son that was I got a
The
son that was
state
killed.
feel
Stop. I
Ramika.
got
The
a son that
state.
was killed. I got a son that was killed, ma'am.
I
When they
had a son
call me
that
about
died. Me
and they
too. You fussing at
call
me.
me
You're fussing.
because
Calm
you
down, baby.
always
Calm
do that.
down.
Every time you come up on this line,
No,
it's
because
like
I'm
you get
telling y'all the
messy.
truth. I
Man,
got
I ain't finna
I
argue
swear
with
to
you.
God, I
Justice
hope
for
I
me.
die.
Justice
Who
for me.
that?
Justice
Sorry,
for
y'all.
me.
Who that's
Fuck about what
talking?
you talking about. This Freddie. This Freddie talking. I'm the one from the low end. I
Oh,
message you
okay.
who
No,
daughter
no,
I am,
I'm
but
talking about
stop.
who is the other person talking about that
Okay,
state
okay, hold
driving.
Hey,
on, y'all. Hold on
see
one
that?
second.
Hey, T,
Let me,
hold on.
because
Let me
I
talk
missed
to the
that.
auntie.
See,
Can
hold
I
on,
talk to the
y'all.
auntie?
Hold on. Let me
Oh,
go back to Mr. Sanders because Mr. Sanders,
okay.
thank you, because I didn't even understand what you were saying. I didn't know what she said because I was reading the chat. So thank you for bringing that to my attention because I don't really know what she said and I don't want to disrespect the family. So
No, the
what
family.
was
I want
said?
justice for the family. I want justice. My daughter did some stuff for Ramika and
But ma'am,
Ramika's sisters. We talk.
ain't no
Listen,
way she can
So are
call
you
and get
you
saying
want
that?
y'all want
information
the
like
number?
that.
Y'all want the number? I got the number. I talked to the
What's your
man and I
name?
was
What's your
mad.
name? What's
What's
your
the
name?
Okay, let the aunt talk to her. Did you say, because I didn't hear you, so I'm glad again Mr. Sanders bring it to my attention because I did not hear that because I was reading the chat. So are you saying you called down there and they told you they done with the case?
Listen to me. The first time when I called, I said I'm concerned about getting justice for Ramika. Okay, and the man spoke. He said it ain't us. He said the state dropped all charges. I said, what you mean the state dropped all charges?
When you
He
call?
said, let me see. Hold
That
on. Let
had
me
to
see.
be at the beginning,
Getting it.
Jolly. That
All right,
had
let
to
her
be
finish, y'all.
But
Let her
listen,
finish.
listen.
Let
Let me
her tell her
finish.
cousin. Give her
Let
time to
me
tell her
finish.
cousin.
The state and the police say they was mad. They say they was mad about it. But he said the state, when they looked at the cameras, when they told y'all it ain't working, that camera was working. They lying. That's who told me. He said nobody made a statement. I said they got witnesses on platform saying they the witness. He said nobody made a statement on Ramika case. Nobody went there and did a statement. It
When
makes me
was
think
this?
that
Ma'am,
That's when it.
Hold on.
That would make me think that Carlos and the cousin
Can I
police.
say something?
Hold on, let everybody, one person talk at a time, because we can't understand what she's trying to say.
You know I haven't said anything.
Somebody got a TV back play, turn it down.
I just want to tell her.
Okay, can I ask you a question, Miss Faith? When did you call? Because I don't, just when did you call?
That's what I'm
called
about.
About 4 weeks ago.
Okay, that was at the beginning when they let her go.
They let Holly go the same day. Holly left.
No, they did not. No, they did not. Let me correct y'all. Let me correct her real quick.
No, I want to tell y'all something.
They do this every time she come up here.
Come on, y'all. Y'all stop. Y'all, come on. Y'all.
They don't know Holly. They don't know Holly.
Oh my God.
Y'all being Hello. I don't want to yell. I'm at to drop some of y'all if y'all can't be respectful. I can't have a platform like that because y'all make my platform look bad. I want everybody be respectful to everybody. All that trying to be tough and all that, y'all stop. Come on, we gotta be ladies in this, y'all.
Exactly. I agree with you.
Stop.
Well, I'm muting myself.
Y'all, please stop. I'm at to drop some of y'all if y'all keep. Please let the auntie ask her questions. The auntie wants to ask her questions. Let the auntie ask her questions, y'all. Just let the auntie ask her questions, and then y'all can rebut her from there. But let's everybody, y'all. I don't want my platform to look bad,
Who that's crying? Let me tell you something before you ask questions, auntie. I am a career criminal, and nobody can call and get no information on nobody's case.
Know that.
Trust me.
I know that.
I did call. I swear to God, I'm not lying.
You
I'm gonna get
now.
the papers on.
What's her name, y'all? What's her name?
Her name is Miss Faith. Miss Faith. I think her name is Miss Faith.
Miss Faith.
Yeah.
This Romika auntie.
Y'all let Romika aunt talk to her, y'all. Y'all, come on, calm down, please. I'm gonna drop everybody in a minute and bring 2 at a time if we can't get this under control. We have to keep this under control. Let auntie ask Miss Faith. I think that's her name. Let Miss Faith, please stop crying. Please stop crying. Please stop.
I'm all right.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. It's okay. All right. Okay, auntie, go ahead, auntie.
Okay, go ahead, auntie.
Okay, Miss Faith. This is Romika's aunt.
Hey, baby.
When you called at that time, I don't know if they gave you the information, but let me clarify this. I just talked to the detective the other day. Okay, this case and when you probably called and when we found out all the stuff that had happened when she was getting out, we was told the state's attorney needed more evidence. You know what I'm saying? Now that everybody is coming up and coming out.
I got a baby in the background. I can't have no children up here. You got it on mute.
I'm about to move away.
Just mute until you talk. That's it, because I cannot have children on my platform. But just mute until you get ready to talk. Go ahead, auntie.
So that's probably in the beginning because, we was told this was being charged and then come back. She was let out. She was not let out the same day. Let me clarify that. So we asked questions like, what do y'all need? What, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they did not have no witness had came to talk at that present time. But now at this present time, it's more witness, it's more people. And I don't know about this video situation because I wish I can let y'all hear the police scam, whatever, with the video situation. That's because I know at that present time, they said was what it's called, the POD, the POS, or whatever it is. At this present time, this trial, this is going to, right now is going as, the police are doing all their due diligence. There are, we waiting on see exactly, I'm trying to say it without, because some things I can't say, but this is open. It's open. It's not closed at all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they tell us sometimes it could take a month or 2 or whatever. We don't want no month or 2 or 3 months or 7 months or a year for this. That's why we protested. But this case is fully under investigation with the police. So if you did that 4 months ago, I don't know. Maybe
4 weeks
I don't
ago.
know. 4 weeks ago. I don't know. But Momika been past almost a month now, so probably so in that beginning. I don't know. But I know as of today, as of yesterday, and then I'm going to call today to clarify because I'm trying to say, I'm hearing people saying this. I'm hearing, I'm going to ask that question. But as of today, yesterday, no, ma'am, it's open. It's open. They're doing their work. That's why I said we have to sit back and let the police do their job.
Right.
Well, we all know that I don't know who she talked to on the phone.
Exactly.
But we all know from the police
What's your daughter's name?
Huh?
I'm asking her, what's her daughter's name?
Oh, you talking to Miss Faith? Miss Faith, she's asking you a question.
I have muted to make sure that the baby don't be in the background.
Okay, she asked you. What did you ask her, Auntie?
What's your daughter's name? Oh, you probably don't want to say. Okay, it's cool.
Y'all can hear? I can hear.
First of all, this is an open
whoever can't hear, you may have to drop down and come back up. Because sometimes it be your mic. So if you want to drop down and come back up, you're more than welcome. And Lord Jesus have mercy. Y'all help me out. Lord.
And
who is it just came on the panel?
I want
It's
justice
Freddie.
for Mika.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Oh my God, Lord Jesus, y'all got me going crazy this afternoon. Okay, yo, Lord Jesus.
What I
Can
tell
I
you the
say
other day?
something now,
What I
Miss
tell you the
It was
other day?
my
Wait a minute,
turn.
Ebony. What I tell you the other day? Take stuff with a grain of salt. Again, the reason why I be going off on this lady, and I don't mean to go off on her, but again, my son was killed in Chicago. The state attorney have to call you. They have to call you.
They didn't call them. They wrong. They did not call the
But the
family.
case
And
is
I
not
called the news
closed.
people.
They ain't get that lady no
the news.
Oh
information.
God, they didn't get her no
They
information.
ain't give her no information because she ain't
If
privy
I
to
lie,
it.
I hope I die.
Stop
I
it.
hope I die. I hope I die. I'm a paralegal too. In I'm in Louisiana, but
Something wrong with that
look how they
lady. She
did Mama
lying.
Duck. Look how
Yo,
they did FBG Duck.
Let's be respectful to the auntie on the panel. For one, let everybody have their opinion. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna say that they lying because I don't know if she lying or not. I can't say that, but I don't want y'all to go after her throat. Just be respectful to everybody because I don't know if the lady lying, y'all. I don't know that.
I don't have no reason to lie. I want justice for Romika.
Okay. Can I? Because I was the next person.
All right, everybody get 10 minutes to talk because there's so many people. We don't want to have a long.
So please, so because the lady is crying, and so I'm gonna tell you, I believe that you called in, okay, but I believe because you said 4 weeks ago is when you called in, so you gotta think 4 weeks ago they had arrested her, and then they let her go with no charges. And that is probably when you called in, since you said 4 weeks ago. So 4 weeks ago, there wasn't a case at that time because they let her go. But now, Jolly said there is an ongoing investigation. So I got you cleared out the way. And I had a question for Jolly. Now, Jolly, I remember when you was up on the last time you was on Miss D's panel, and I remember when you were on other panels, and I seen the report. Now, can you clear this up, because I remember you saying that they had Romika's phone. Okay, did anything change between the time that you told us that they had Romika's phone and now? Like, did they give you guys, like, or did Romika have 2 phones? Because I'm hearing that Carlos has her phone. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And I wanted Jolly to clear that up, because she told us that, because I believe Jolly when she said that they had the phone. And also on the police report, that Keys read. He said that they had Romika's phone, Holly's phone, and Holly's pew pew. So can you clear that clear that up, Miss Charlie, for everybody that's trying to say Carlos has Romika's phone? She probably got a call. So I'll just say this.
Yeah, because she on mute. I see she's on mute.
Okay, so she probably got a call. And
okay, so who did?
No, I'm sorry. I thought she was talking to somebody else.
No, I was talking to you, Jolly.
Oh. You call her Miss Jolly. That's my daughter. That's when you said Miss Jolly. I'm like, who's Miss Jolly?
Okay, Auntie.
Right now, I will find out full details, and I will let y'all know that part.
Now, you said what now?
I will have to find out. As of now, I don't know. I can't answer the question that I don't know yet.
Okay. You don't know, they gave your sister back the phone.
Say that again.
Right?
You breaking up.
You breaking up, Ebony.
Right in a little area. And that you have to find out if that the police don't have the phone anymore.
That's what I need to find out, because I'm hearing the same thing.
Okay.
So I'm not for sure.
Okay.
I can't give an answer if I'm not for sure yet. You know what I'm saying? If I'm speaking anything, it's gonna be all facts.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you this here. Can y'all give me the Chicago Police Department? I'm finna call and see. Because I know for a fact they don't give you no answer.
You can ask Miss Freddie. I think she up here. She lives in Chicago.
Miss Freddie, can you give me the phone number so I can call right now, please?
It don't matter if you call up there. They got in Chicago, they have certain detectives on each case. That's how I know the case is not closed.
Well, let me tell you something, Auntie.
Oh?
Ain't no way nobody can call and get information if
I
you're
don't
not
know the phone
mom.
number. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know the phone number to the police. I don't keep up with them like that. I got a special detective that's on my son case. That's how I know a case ain't closed, because they're gonna call you with the state's attorney. That's all I'm saying.
They're gonna call the family down
look
there.
That up too. And it just
okay. Let me stop. Y'all are going too far ahead. Y'all going too far ahead. Calm down. Y'all going too far ahead. That
No,
ain't how it work in
Auntie.
Chicago.
I'm not even going too far ahead, because I want to prove to this lady that you can't get no information.
I don't think they can give information. First of all, I don't think before
we know
you
they
can
can't,
give information out, I think that he got to know or saw who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You gotta know what detectives is on the case and everything. She don't know no detectives. She always do that. She don't know no detectives' name. She don't know nobody. She could have talked to anybody and they said anything to her. That ain't how they operate. They lazy
I know
as
that
hell,
for
but
a fact, baby. Because I have a boyfriend in prison, and I can't find. I'm in jail right now, and they would not tell me nothing to I'm the lawyer.
Baby in the open case, I don't think they telling anybody anything.
Let me tell you what they tell me, ma'am. You is not on. He haven't told us you authorized to know any information.
Yeah,
that's why I know.
That's true.
But
maybe she just heard
it's
something.
not
I don't know. No, it's not. It's definitely not closed. If y'all saw half our family up here.
Okay, did she say? I don't want to put words in her mouth. Y'all correct me, because I don't like putting words in people's mouth. Did that lady just say that they seen the video and they said it ain't no case? Did she just say that?
Yes, she just said
Auntie
that.
or
Yes.
the lady?
No, the lady that was just
the
over
lady
here.
said that.
Yeah, the lady said that. That's what made me stop. Like, baby, who you getting your information from? Because I'm about to get an attorney so they could definitely sue you. They not. Let me tell you something. Cook County ain't giving y'all nobody no information like that. I don't care what she talking about. She say she's a paralegal, baby. You could be 20 paralegals. You cannot have access to no case. I'm telling you. They're gonna give, because they gotta make sure you.
Hey y'all, that lady shit. She a lie.
You know what
she
they
just
say?
And I ain't saying that. Boyle saying that. But that's Trina saying that. 10 toes down, that bitch a lie. Straight
I
up.
know that's no bitch, auntie.
Because
You
she
know what
always
no
on
they
bitch.
there.
say?
That's not
Just
When
say
me
you
she
calling
have,
lying. Don't
anybody
call
out
her no
their
names.
names.
you know
That's
what they
not me
say,
calling
Freddie?
nobody
When
out
you
their
Miss
have
name.
no
D, I have a
contact,
question, Miss D.
Yes.
I'm trying to
they'll
see
say,
how come.
All right,
Hello.
everybody
"Oh, go
mute
ahead,
for a
Freddie.
second. Everybody mute and let her talk because I can't hear her.
Go ahead, Freddie."
Okay. Hey everybody. I'm just concerned about this phone situation. On the video that Big Key showed last night,
Yo,
showed
don't say no
it showed.
content creator names. Just say what you gotta say, but don't say no, because I don't like problems. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I try to keep problems low.
Okay. Well, on a video that I watched last night, it showed Carlos bending over, rambling for Romika phone. How could they? Why they don't know what a phone is? How they don't know if the police got the phone or Carlos got the phone?
I'm sorry, say that again.
On the video, it clearly shows when Carlos bent over and got Romika phone. He had two phones in his hand. He put one in his back pocket. How they don't know if the police got the phone or Carlos got the phone?
Now I did see that also, Freddie. I did see that.
The family, that should
On the
be the
footage.
first thing they ask about. Where's Romika phone? What I mean, that ain't
They
making
don't
sense. How you gonna
because
answer that question?
they
But
ain't
y'all
gonna
know what?
answer it. Shit.
Whether he has it, let's just say he got it. It don't matter because the police can still pull the record. Any
They gave
messages,
me a room.
anything he deleted, anything, they still gonna see that. So it
Right,
don't
I
even matter at
understand
this point.
that. It's weird.
Because I was trying to figure out what he was, bending down for too. But now
That
y'all
guy was
saying it was the
rambling
phone.
and he got that phone. It was two phones. He bent over and rambled Romika phone. That's exactly what he did.
I remember Freddie also on Keys Live. Okay,
Don't say
that's
no
where I
names.
first heard it.
Don, this Freddie right here. Who you
Oh damn, Miss D.
No,
I'm so
we got
sorry.
two Freddys up here. No, we got two Freddys up here.
And that
Oh,
looked like
okay.
the first question the family could have asked. Where's Romika phone? That looked like the first because all the evidence up in her phone.
I remember on this one CC panel. I know Trina, you probably was in there too. He said that the police has Romika phone. That they have Holly phone and they also have Holly's pew pew. Who remember when Keys? I mean, damn it! Oh my God, I said it again. Who
Now,
remember when this certain CC said that?
now y'all know
That was
that
at the first beginning. That was at the first beginning. He did say that, but
He did
cleared
say
it up.
He said that,
he
and
did,
that was the
But then
same
he cleared
day
it up.
that
That
he
was
put
so
the
many
case.
videos ago.
that what he say ain't that what just because he said it don't mean it's true.
That was the same day that he had those incident reports um across the screen. And I'm not gonna say nothing else about that CC because I'm respecting my girl's panel.
Okay, I'm finna ask
Royal D, can
Auntie.
I speak now?
Okay,
Auntie.
let Latte say something because she want to say something to the auntie.
Hey, Latte.
Hey,
Hello.
Auntie.
Hey,
Auntie,
Tay.
listen. I'm a person that's big on accountability, and I stand for what's right and what's true. If I mistook something for what it wasn't, I want to directly apologize to you because the last couple of days that I've been out here, my whole thing is people creating theories and narratives, and I don't want to ever be a person that falls within the collective. So maybe I overanalyze because I've been looking at that video over and over and over again. But one thing I came up here to say, if I was wrong, I apologize.
are you the light skinned young lady?
No,
Okay.
I'm darker than dark.
Okay. Okay.
No.
I mean, you know,
No,
I'm not listening to me, and I'm gonna tell everybody this.
I'm the one that
Everybody
thought
got
that I accidentally seen a wig on the ground. If you
okay now.
saying
Okay,
that your
yeah.
niece did not have on no
Nah, she ain't
wig,
had no
I'm going
wig.
with your word.
She ain't
Period.
had no
Point
wig
blank.
on. She
So
ain't had
as
no wig
me
on.
being an adult, I'm gonna take accountability, and that's why I apologize, and I will remove it so it don't further, turn up things, if that's what you want to say, to the least. And I definitely hope that at some point justice instead of controversy comes out of this situation.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I absolutely thank you for that. Thank you for that.
No problem.
Yeah.
Everybody have a blessed day.
Thank you to Lante, for apologizing to her. That was big for you to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
No
Okay, now,
problem.
Auntie,
We appreciate that. I definitely do. I
Auntie,
definitely do. Yes.
Auntie.
Yes.
So, how long did you keeping up with the family, not being nosy, to know if these people's out here in line say this case is closed? You know for sure this case is not closed,
This
right?
case is yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If it was, y'all to hear me with a whole bunch of questions and me out there how to y'all to hear my mouth. Trust me.
They
So
just
everybody hear that now from the auntie, from
uh-huh.
Romika's auntie. This case is not closed. I rest my case.
Exactly. While they
Y'all would
say
have heard.
we
Y'all
do
would
a
have
lot of
heard. And
speculation.
trust me, if the case was closed, you would hear more than just me. You hear the whole family on the page by then talking about they ain't paid. They wasn't fair. How we is this how we live? No, it ain't. I just hate that everybody be making up stuff.
I knew
So
that
do y'all
wasn't
ever hear
true,
from
Auntie.
Carlos?
The beginning.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't true.
Now don't want to talk
So do
because he
y'all
had
hear
a
from
chance.
Carlos? Auntie, do y'all hear from Carlos?
In the beginning, he
She
had his
said in the
chance.
beginning, not no more.
Right.
Oh, okay.
He had his chance when he first, when it first happened. In the
Right,
beginning, yes.
right.
In the
And
beginning,
Auntie,
just
let me
like I
ask you a
said.
question. Do you think he have any remorse?
I think he do. I'm gonna be honest. I think he do.
In what
Man, they
way?
clearly show Carlos think it's like fuck.
And what way
Now
you
y'all
think?
saying that, but listen. I ain't gonna be the one that because the situation happened with my niece that I'm gonna
Mhm.
dog him. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna dog him on that part. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm with you. Whatever you say, you feel me? I ain't no biased person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that he didn't love my niece. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say he don't feel sorry. I'm not gonna say that either. What I am gonna say is the moves he made was
At
foul.
one time he probably did.
Facts. I agree with you on that. Okay.
And this the
Mm-hmm.
thing, y'all. This the thing that I gotta say to y'all is, how you know somebody for years, and it ain't just no 1-2 years. No, it's 10 years to what they've been together. But you know how you know somebody years down the line. I know what they say. People can change. Yes, they can. But you also got to give a person benefit of the doubt.
Not in this situation.
Yeah,
And that
it's
baby
just
is
like
just suffering like that. That baby want his mama. The fuck?
yeah.
I think that's why you want to ask if there's a video. That's why you want to see it, right, Auntie?
Yes.
Because you want to see actually if Carlos really did what he's
Yes.
telling you behind the scenes that he
Yes.
did, so
Yes.
your family can know if this man really tried to save y'all niece
Exactly.
and Lilo's father.
Exactly.
And would you want to see too if Remika played a part in something and she was wrong?
Yes.
Would you be okay? I got you.
Yes. Of course. Of course. Right is right.
But
Wrong is wrong.
yeah, right is
At the
right
end
and
of the
No
wrong is
matter
day.
what
wrong.
happened, that lady didn't deserve that. At the
Yes.
Okay.
end of
Now
the
she
day.
definitely did not
Well.
deserve that.
Let's say this, y'all. I understand. We know she didn't deserve it, but I also understand what the auntie is saying. The auntie want the truth. She want to see what Carlos did,
Right.
and she also want to see did Remika do anything to provoke this. So I understand what the auntie's saying too. She's not saying that she's going against her family because she's not. She just want the
Definitely.
video and see it. That's all she wants.
Auntie. Do you
They
okay? Because I
everywhere.
know how
When I
you
say
feel
everywhere,
about the Carlos thing, but
everywhere.
do you
I'm talking
really?
about everywhere. They got stuff out there.
Somebody talking to somebody
Somebody's
in the back.
background is
Mute your mic while you're talking to your loved ones. Mute your mic.
Auntie, because I don't really care if she was aggressive or somebody's still talking.
Somebody talking in the background. Mute your
Oh, they
mic.
TV.
Or either your TV. You can't have music, TV, none of that
Everything on
playing.
the highway.
On the highway, yep. In the
They
city.
don't even care. You telling them.
The
I don't
highway.
know who that is. But Auntie, I
Miss
know
D,
that.
you
They
can
gonna
mute them.
bang
Mute
they
them, Miss
from
D.
Yeah, let me
Mute
mute
them.
that because somebody's talking to a guy. I don't know who it is.
Oh my God. Yeah.
If the guy
you
not
got
in
it
the
here.
conversation, please mute your mic if he's not in this conversation with us.
So Auntie, okay, so I hear you with the Carlos thing. If am I hearing right? I think that you more so care about what Carlos did in the video more so Ramika because
No. Let me.
you
No.
okay.
Don't put that in my words.
I know I was
Hey.
saying that's what I say. Tell me
Let me
so I
say.
won't put it through that.
Let me say this. You know how everybody is really dogging him out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really dogging him out. And just like for instance, y'all remember the incident just happened when a young lady and the boyfriend got killed, and the first thing they said was the young lady shot the man, and they was dogging that family out, and come to turn around that he really shot the girl. You know what I'm saying? You got to give people benefit of it. You can't just I'm not the person that's just go up and jump like, yeah, he guilty, he did this, he did that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm hurt because it's my loved one. So when you hurt and it's your loved one, you gonna jump on that side. I'm not doing that. I'm
get
hurt.
that
Don't get it twisted. I'm hurt. I'm fucked up on it. But the same time is I gotta have the man upstairs is saying, hold up.
Yeah.
Wait till you see this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he lying. Maybe he telling the truth. My thing is, it's not just about his ass because at the end of the day, y'all got to realize he still got a son, and his son might want to see him. You know what I'm saying? And we judging a person, and we wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even about him. It's really about his child. At the end of the day, you know, we don't want to. If he was out there helping her like he say he was, you know what I'm saying?
You want to see it.
I want to see that. I do.
I get
I
that
want to
part.
see everything.
Y'all have saw videos, plenty of videos.
I was
He
thinking
had no remorse.
I know that part about Carlos, but what I'm
Y'all saying, listen, I understand y'all feel like you saying he don't have no remorse. But
no,
let me
not
say this.
Carlos. I'm not
No.
Carlos.
I just heard somebody say it. Listen. We don't know. We can't say because we was not in them shoes. Let me say that because I'm being real. I don't want nobody to be like, well, that's her auntie. She taking up her niece side. It's always they side, the middle side, and the fucking truth.
Yeah.
You hear me? So before I even start, because this my niece, I love my niece to death. Don't get me wrong. But also, it's a baby boy that loved both of his parents and both sides of the family. It's fucking the family up when we didn't have this situation. You understand me? So it's just not about how I feel or how she feel or how y'all feel. It's how that baby boy feel.
Exactly.
So
that's
I
not
want
what
to
I
know
was
so I can say,
asking, Auntie.
I want to see it because I want to know exactly. I don't want to just pay. I just want to just constantly dog a person out. And guess what? Maybe he did do that. Maybe he didn't. And nobody can say what really. And when you in them shoes, when shots are fired at you or towards you or around you, what would you coulda, shoulda have done? Y'all better show that too.
Okay, and Auntie, let me ask you a question, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Did the police department ever show your mother? What's that? Your sister, right? Okay. Did they ever show them any type of footage?
No. No.
That was
hell no. No. We even asked, was it
So no, we have not. We have not. If we have seen this, the video and all that, we would have been said something.
Okay.
I mean, what we still fighting for? If we saw a video that quote Carlos,
Exactly.
Quadre said it was like this.
Yeah.
What we fighting for? We
That's
fighting
true.
for the truth, justice. That's what we fighting for. Truth and the justice. We have not seen the video.
Okay,
Gotcha.
I get the part, Auntie, with the whole Carlos thing. I understand that. But I was asking you because even I feel this way. Now, if you see in the video that Romika was the aggressor, I'm not going to change my stance that she shouldn't have been shot. So I'm saying, like, even if you see the video and you see Romika was the aggressor, how your feelings going to be about that?
My feelings about that is the same way I'm feeling now. She shouldn't have got killed like that. It don't matter how.
Bingo.
If I read, listen, everybody have, this is the thing. Everybody's seeing a video of them too, right? Everybody's seeing a video of Carlos and baby daddy drama, right? I have not seen, I didn't see them. Holly said what she said on her thing. My niece said what she said on that, both going back and forth. Who doesn't do that? They act like nobody ever does, never done that before. You know what I'm saying? But the thing of it is, it all stands on, and this is what I'm going to say. It all stands on Carlos. Carlos, you made the drama. You was lying to her. You was lying to her. You feel me? As I'm looking at her stuff, what she said, how the fuck she know that? As I'm looking at her stuff, damn, he did that. Come on. That man is the middleman of the whole situation. Now, I must also say is that if that comes out to that like that, I don't give a care. No woman, if she had nothing in her hand, if it's going, if she coming towards you, you shot that many times. Your bullet got stuck. You was finna unload every damn clip out of there. Is that cause to kill somebody because you got beef on the phone? You got beef because a baby daddy is twisting the shit around?
Wow.
And I had looked up the gun, right? It's not an automatic, guys. The type of gun that she got, that Taurus 9mm, is not an automatic. So what that means, she had to pull her finger back for each time she shot the bullet.
And then y'all trying to say, even if Romika was the aggressor, you thought that was right to constantly shoot her like that?
At all.
No, absolutely not. I would never say that.
You know
I don't care and I'm sticking with this, the order protection. I don't think, and I'm gonna be honest, my niece probably didn't even know about order protection because we didn't fucking know about it.
Right.
And we should have knew about it. We like order protection. Where order protection come in at? When they told us that they had to release it because the things that she had said, and she has the order protection, she has this, she has that, and we like order protection. You had about we was lost.
So sister, we want to talk about
Auntie, are you saying that Romika did not know about that order protection?
I don't think she knew about this order protection. Because let me tell y'all something. Let me clear this order protection stuff up too. We went to go get the paperwork for the order protection because, like I said, we didn't know about it. Why she didn't tell us? And we should know. And I know her mom and all us would have known about it. When we went to go get the paperwork, why the hell it got all the address of all our deceased members that don't even live there no more? Who gave that baby that girl them addresses?
I believe Carlos.
How? That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? How you get them addresses, baby? Yep. Why you didn't get the other address where she was just at, and he just bust out all the windows and tore up the TVs and all this stuff? Why you didn't get that address?
You know what, Auntie? I'm glad you bring that up. Okay, because I know that your mom, that's your sister, right? Said that Romika had moved on to a new place, got her phone number changed,
Yeah.
How did Carlos know about the new place if this was the new place that he went to and vandalized? You
That was the old place. That was the old place.
Okay, that was the old place.
He ain't
Okay.
never been to the new place. He ain't never been to the new
got
place.
you. That's what I wanted to clear up.
She just moved there. She just recently moved there.
Okay, got you.
And they said, you know, that all these people talk order protection, order protection, order protection. So let's say this then, since she had that order protection, when she went, while Carlos and his baby mama was tussling or ruffling or whatever they were doing, or when she went to her car to get the pew pew, why didn't she get in that car and call 911 and say, hey, the lady that I have an order of protection against is right here in front of me. Can you please come and arrest her because I have my baby with me and I'm scared.
We don't even know why she didn't do that.
Hell,
Let me tell you why she ain't do it.
I feel
Know
like
why
the
she
reason why
ain't
she
do
didn't
it?
do it because she wanted to kill her.
Exactly.
Just like I said.
I
She
just said
planned on doing that.
Yeah, I just said that for all the people that's talking about the restraining order, the restraining order, the restraining order. Then utilize it then, damn it.
You know
Call
what?
911 when the person that you're so scared of is even not by you at the moment and you got time to get to your car.
And
Well, let me tell y'all this, and I'm gonna get down. I don't care what nobody say. What is that? She planned this. She did a paper trail. Let me tell y'all something. I'm a criminal. I know. She did a paper trail so she can have the reason to follow on this here. She did a paper trail.
I agree with you.
Okay, and I want to ask you to this, Auntie, and I'm gonna get down because I've been following this stuff. I want justice, but it's just a lot of stuff I've been hearing. I don't even hardly comment on it, but that's my thought of train of it. She been plotting this. She set it up, and I want to ask you, Auntie. I know that's your sister. How she feel about all this going on the internet?
Good question, Mr. Sanders.
It really fucked up. It's fucking up. Just let me say that. That's why I was so deep with Quadre was like, it's fucking up. Her whole daughter, her right hand, her baby girl. That shit, it's fucking her up. It's mentally fucking her up.
And it's making it worse. I can imagine I have 8 kids, so I can imagine what she going through because I'm a mother. I can imagine she have to see all this and see all this. And then she patiently waiting for the detector, the department or something to call and let her know anything. I know this lady on pins and needles because I'm a mama and I don't talk about it. I know she want to know, is y'all going to charge this girl or not? Let me know and get it over with if I can go on with my fucking life. And I know she
Good
feeling
point,
that shit.
Mr. Sanders.
Yes.
Good point.
Yes.
On
And you
point.
definitely
I like
are
that.
100% correct. You're 100% correct. You know, we try to like I said, my sister ain't had sleep in a while. So we try to she breaks down every time. It's just like it's a lot. It's a lot for her because this is her daughter. You know, it's just my niece. It's her daughter. It's a difference, you know? So it's a lot. It's a lot on our whole family to
Yeah, I know it is, Auntie, because her mama, if y'all ain't gonna charge her and y'all ain't gonna do nothing, this lady wanna know so she can move on with her life. I know she wanna know.
I agree with you, Mr. Sanders. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
And let me tell you something about MM cases. It takes a while sometimes. And just because you think you getting off, baby, a M case is never swept under the rug. It can always come back and you can get indicted. You better
Exactly.
watch 48 Hours and you better watch real crimes and stuff,
And they
baby.
did tell her,
And
they said that too.
watch this show. You think you got away with it, but you didn't.
Yeah, and they said that too. That's the point of us marching. We want them to we want them to step in. That's why we marching. It ain't marching because they dropped no case. Now we marching because we want y'all to make sure they don't forget about Romika. Don't jump on another case. Handle this case.
So
You know?
Auntie, you strongly staying on the reason y'all marching It's not because they dropped the case and closed it. It's because y'all want them to hurry up and get to the case. Okay. Do everybody hear that?
That's what it's for. It ain't for because ain't no drop no charges. I don't know where they get they from. They always spreading rumors. We are marching because we want justice. We want justice. We want you to come on and what you waiting on? Because by then we didn't. A lot of people didn't stepped up. You know what I'm saying?
And Auntie, I don't care who get mad or whatever. Always remember, please stay on them. Do not let them put this as a cold case. Do not.
No. Yes.
Don't
That's
let
exactly
it be a
what I
cold
explained
case.
to my sister.
Y'all fight for justice for Romika.
That's exactly why I explained to my sister. You can't do it. You mentally, stably, you all the way effed up. That's what you got sisters for. And I'm the sister. I'm gonna speak. I ain't holding nothing in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm stepping in. Move over. You don't even know you going in circles. You know what
Okay,
I'm
that's
saying?
right. You's a good sister. Somebody got to be strong and look like you're gonna be the strongest one for the family.
It kind of messed me up for a minute. Like I said, I'm gonna apologize. I was arguing with folks, and that was the dumbest thing I can ever do, and ain't even in my character. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, they said that about her. You know what I'm saying? Girl, that's beyond me. Let me go on to what needs to be done because arguing with y'all ain't gonna solve this case. Ain't gonna give my niece what justice we need. What I'm arguing with a fake Facebook page. What I'm arguing with anybody. What I'm arguing with is the court system. That's who I'm finna argue with. I'm arguing with the people that's supposed to, hey, you doing your job, detective? Did you talk to this lady? I got this message saying she was coming out such and such, and this is what she saw. Now you can put them pieces together. That's who I'm arguing with. I'm not arguing with these people.
And Auntie, I want to tell you this, right? Everything Mr. Sanders said, she's correct, and I definitely agree with her. But one thing I want you to do, and I know, you said everybody out here dogging Carlos, you're gonna have people do that.
Yes.
But don't let that get you out of your square. That you don't want people to dog him, but that it is what it is. Because people are seeing him in a bad way right now. You understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Listen to this. When I told him, I'm trying to give you the benefit for the doubt, and you're not taking up for yourself. What the fuck am I? Why the fuck am I? Cause you ain't did nothing. You ain't step up and said nothing. So baby, I don't give a care what they say about you.
You know
you
what,
ain't get up and say
Auntie?
nothing.
I want to say something about that because we just got out of a sector where a lot of people fought for a certain person, and everybody was fighting, and he never came out and took up for himself.
Yes. Got me
But
looking like a bozo.
And that is so true. You got to take it for yourself, or other people not going to do it for you. Because they like, what I'm fighting for you for, you ain't fighting for yourself.
Exactly. That's exactly what I told him. So I backed off of. I don't give a damn what they say.
And you know why he probably ain't fight for himself? Because it's an ongoing investigation, and he not gonna say nothing to slip up.
It's an ongoing investigation. Let me tell you this. I don't care when you lie and said something totally different to us, and we found out something different. I gotta look at you funny. That's a move that I cannot accept. Like, gee, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, your movement was bad. When you left the police station, you didn't go to the hospital. You changed your clothes and you went up to the school. You didn't go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Half of the family at the hospital.
And you know what? Oh my God, I'm glad you said that, Auntie, because I said it the other day. I don't know if you was in my bushes. I said, well, why didn't he get in that ambulance, Mr. Sanders, and go to the hospital?
See, the move, when at the present, in the beginning, y'all, like I said in the beginning, I didn't know all this. So I'm just like, no, I got, So when I finally, at that present time, like I said, I was working with emotions. When you working emotions, you ain't functioning right. So now that my emotion is gone and I'm back on track, I'm like, wait a minute. His ass went to, what the fuck? He went to they took him to the thing. They didn't hold your ass long. You left. You went to change your clothes and you went up to the school. You didn't even call my sister, let her know her baby was up at the hospital. So all that plays a factor in why the fuck am I up here trying to take up for your ass, and all the movements you did was foul. So
And you know
yeah,
what, Auntie?
at the beginning, yeah, I was taking all them L's. They was dogging me out. Now I'm sitting back. I don't care. What I care about is getting justice now. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the fuck they say about him because you already proved to us that you made your move was foul. You showed that, and when you call and talk, you even showed it even more as I get back and start thinking. Cause like I
Yeah,
said, I'm
you
out of
know,
emotions.
I heard Chicago is a bad place, and they don't like the. That's a bad, like you know. I heard people say that they bad on that stuff. It's a lot of stuff, and you know what I'm telling you. Let not be. I'm not racist or nothing, but you know when it comes to our color, people will not fight like that to find the truth out. But let it be somebody else color, baby. This thing gonna be knocking on doors. They gonna be walking around the hood trying to find
Uh-huh.
out something.
Yeah.
As long as it's eye color, they say, oh, they're just some old, they just another beard just killing up each other. And that's why they do. They throw us to the burner because of
That
our
sure do.
color. But if any other color, as y'all know what I'm saying, this thing would have been wrapped up.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why it's not wrapped up? Why? You know what I'm saying? I got
But you know
questions.
what, Auntie? Don't rush nothing.
Yeah.
Don't rush
And let
nothing.
me tell
Cause
you
the
why.
longer
This the
it
thing that.
takes, the better it can be. Cause if it come out that it was this other lady Holly's fault and she was premeditated, she would never see daylight again.
Okay, and this the thing too. Let me say why we are not really trying to rush it. Let me say why, because as the lawyer explained, you know, you got to let
Okay.
the detectives do their job and make sure they got dot their T's and cross the everything matches, because when you going in with something like this, you got to make sure it matches where she won't get out scot free. Period.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I'm
Cause they not
understanding
gonna.
all that.
And they know y'all got a family that's grown, is not gonna let it go past the precinct. And that's the good thing about it. Y'all keep on fighting for justice. And I'm glad to
Yes.
know y'all not marching because the case is closed. Y'all marching for they can keep they can get on their job. And that's all I want
Right,
to
we want
know.
to keep them. Marching is to keep you on your job. Don't feed us no bull crap. Keep you on your job. Let us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff.
And you
Now,
know
once
what?
we
Cause I
start
watch
marching,
with
now I ain't gonna knock the detectives, because the detectives have started reaching back out and start talking and everything. You know what I'm saying? And start doing what he's supposed to do, as he say. You know, but we still gonna be on his heel and the
And you
state's
know what?
attorney
I
heel.
seen this thing when they had George Floyd. People was protesting because they thought them people was gonna get off. They had to protest and all that to get justice for that man for
Yeah,
George Floyd.
yeah, they did. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'm a,
Yeah.
I'm a, I'm a, I'm gonna be up here and listen. If I found anything else, I want to know because I'm glad I got to talk to you. What I just seen. So I'm just gonna mute and listen at y'all.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So I definitely do understand. I am glad. Keep pushing, Auntie. Things gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
I
Yeah.
believe it. I truly believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Because
I
it's
want to say one more thing, Miss D. I want everybody who listen to know. Ain't nobody can call in and get information from this case unless it's the mama. Trust me. Trust me.
right.
And I stand on that. I know for a fact.
Right.
Yeah.
I know
Um,
that's right, Miss Lysandra.
yeah, I do believe that the family's going to get justice. And like Mr. Sanders said, it may take some time, but I wouldn't let them get away with it. I would keep on them, like Mr. Sanders said also. You have to do that. But that's why I was asking the auntie a lot of questions, because I don't want to, put something out that I don't really know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be fair with it.
And people have to understand, whether anyone goes to jail or anyone goes free, like I said yesterday, guess what? They're still not gonna bring their daughter back. They're still not gonna bring their niece back, and they're still not gonna bring their nephew mother back. When all said and done and everything blows over, even if she goes to jail and is justice, that family still has to wake up every single day without their loved one, without Romika. She
Right.
won't have another birthday.
Right.
She won't have another.
I already asked her about the restraining order. She said she don't think Romika knew she had a restraining order.
I don't think she did either, because who reads the newspaper? Let's be honest. Who reads the newspaper? They wasn't.
But they don't even sell newspaper here no more. We stay at.
Huh?
They don't even sell newspapers here.
And
like,
I
don't know who said this too. I don't know who said this too.
And it was probably in Skokie newspaper, and she don't live in Skokie where the order protection started from. Come on now.
And I don't know who said this, Ebony or somebody. If you had an order of protection, and just like you said, if she was around you, wouldn't you rather for her to be in jail than to unalive her? So like I said, you plan to unalive her all the while.
Yep.
I'm even say this to y'all to shut everything down right quick. Recently, Romika allowed her son and them to go to be with them. So where was she at ever being mad? They forgot about that part. They ain't gonna tell them that they had him for a couple of weeks. She let her son go with Carlos, Holly. They ain't gonna talk about that, is they? They ain't gonna talk about that. My niece was done with that man.
Wow.
Moving on.
Now that's something to
There ain't nobody gonna talk about that part. Ain't nobody
Let me say it again, Auntie. I missed that. I was doing something. What happened now?
Ain't nobody gonna talk about the part where my niece stood up when she was done. She was done. You hear me? Ain't nobody gonna talk about she allowed her son to go with them for a few weeks. That was Carlos, Holly, her baby, and her son. They ain't talking about that, is they?
Wow.
They ain't talking about that. They ain't talking about what Holly used to call my niece, and they used to talk on the phone. They ain't nobody talking about that either, is they?
Really?
Huh? Until they had a middle person. Whoever the middle girl is, and I'm gonna find out who she is. She was shit starting with them. You know, motherfuckers, they ain't talking about that part. Like, come on. And the end of the day is, he got both of them looking retarded at that time.
So wait a minute, Auntie. Let me make sure I heard you clear.
You heard me clear.
Are you saying that Holly and Romika just talk on the phone?
Hey, you heard me. You heard me. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna drop it in your box.
Wow. Y'all hear
So
that?
ain't nobody talking about that. They had a middle person. It's always a middle female that's over there starting stuff with both of them. I think that's how all this stuff started really getting out, because it was a middle person. She's supposed to be a Holly friend. She's supposed to be a Romika friend, and she's going back and forth starting shit with them.
So maybe that's why that day when Quadri came up on my platform, he said that they had mutual friends.
And whoever she is, I ain't get all details, because I'm just like, I need to investigate a little bit more, because I'm like, wait a minute. When I start hearing certain things and start seeing certain things that was on certain things, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. She said what? Oh, damn. She talked to her before? Ooh. Romika was on her own thing. I thought at the time, I thought her and Carlos had a good understanding. That's why everybody was wondering, like, what's going on, because that's why we was confused, because nigga, you do you, I'm finna do me. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving, woo. For the week before, somehow for me, he couldn't accept that. You know what I'm saying? And she was tired. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was tired of it. She was tired.
Well,
you telling her one thing, you telling her one thing, you telling the other girl one thing, and if I say this today, I make that girl cry today about that baby. I don't even gonna go there, because I got proof. Like, leave it alone.
So she done had Romika baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the mama said that.
They all been out before.
She allowed it.
Remember,
He
it's
allowed
a
it. So where was
picture.
the jealousy if Romika was jealous or, you know what I'm saying? Okay,
It's a
they both was
picture.
sponsored each other on Facebook to me. You know what I'm saying? But don't make it seem like she was scary. No, you was never. She had a mouthpiece on her too. Come on. I'm just tired of that. Like the fact of it is, this nigga was lying to them.
I do believe that one.
Shit.
And let me tell y'all something. You know, I was in a 15-year relationship. Remember that, D?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now the girl, I never did go confront the girl about the man. I confronted him. I never went out there and fought and argue about it because he was with her. I let them had it. It been 4 years now. And I would never go and step to a woman about you messing with my man because I don't know what he was telling her.
That's true.
You can't.
That is true.
So
And
I'll
I do
say
agree
this
with the auntie
again.
too. It probably was more than one person than Carlos and Holly ear about Ramika.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this again. You had a restraining order and she was close to you. I'm like whoever said it on the panel. I think it was Ebony. Why didn't you call the police?
If she had time to run and get the gun, she had time to call down 911. I'm just saying. It's just
She
like,
thought about it. It was thought out. It was premeditated. And like the lady said, the witness on that, it's a witness out, got a recording, I heard. Is that true about this witness, Auntie?
what the witness who?
That witness that's on that recording. You know what I'm talking about, Ebony?
Yep, I know exactly what you're
You want
talking
the
about.
Spanish one, the Spanish girl?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's a true. She's a true witness. Let me also say this. This is the thing that I'm still, my head is puzzled on. If his car was parked, he had his car parked in the alley in Sharks, in between his house and Sharks, right? This Carlos. If Carlos, you was on your way to the gym, right? And
Yeah.
then you on your way to the gym. I don't know where she was or whatever. How
They
did I
said
just
she was on her, they were going to the gym together.
with a baby?
They was supposed to be dropping the baby off at his mama's house on the
But they
way
wasn't in the
there.
same car.
This what the Carlos friend said. You know the guy with the dreadlocks. He said that Carlos parks on the side in the little empty lot right there with Sharks, and he was taking them drove them over to Holly's car. Now I was thinking that could be, plausible, but then when
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it and I saw where his car was in the scene, his car was like 3 cars up in the middle of the street from Holly's. So if he's dropping her off at a car, wouldn't you think he would pull up next to her car
That's true.
instead of, further down?
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's exactly. So my thing was, how your car all the way down, 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 and she right there. I don't even think she knew if they ne- if how would
They
my niece know
actually
what
could
kind
have
of car she
walked
drive?
over there.
And
Auntie.
then y'all got to also think, if they said she was there, if quote unquote she was there for that whole weekend or whatever, my niece wasn't bothered.
Nope.
But
And they
see,
had put it on Instagram. Carlos did. Him and it was on IG, him and Holly at some restaurant with the baby. I guess they just had went and got Carson's ears pierced. And she had
she
on that
wasn't thinking
same
about
green
she
outfit.
wasn't thinking about that damn. She was gone, y'all. When I say
Yeah.
she was gone, she was gone. She was gone. Beautiful apartment. Got in a nice car. You know what I'm saying? She was gone. She was getting herself together.
Mm.
Oh, that's my thing when everybody's saying uh, he was lying. He lied a lot. Shit. Because,
Well, she said that. She said he was a big liar.
you know, it's just like she was done. She was gone. She was gone. That weekend, if she was there, why she didn't come over there that weekend? If you was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you know what I'm saying? Why she didn't come over there then? She know where you at. You just didn't know where she was.
So, and Auntie, is it true that he used to beat on Ramika when he see her?
There, he jumped on her a lot of times. So when what you call it talking about, oh no, she did her own eye like that. She did this. Boy, get yourself out of here. You know
That's
what I'm
what I
saying?
said. God damn, who the fuck gonna beat that stuff up that bad?
Thank you. And second of all, no, everybody's well, much as they fought, he fought, and when finally she started going back to, oh no, I ain't finna keep doing this with you. I'm about to fight. We finna fight back. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna fight you back. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with a woman finally coming back? Let me bop him upside his head a few times too. He did all types of stuff to me. I ain't finna keep balling up and letting a man keep on beating me. No.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody got the assumptions that
Hello?
they together. They was
I did hear her say that she was tired. You know, she was tired.
She was over exhausted with over there. I wish y'all know. I just wish it would have went a whole totally different type of way. You know what I'm saying? I just did. You know, I just wish it would have went totally different. Just like she took a big part of us. You know, and
Family got to go through this. I'm so sorry that
if that girl was scary, or whatever, and she was scary like quote she's supposed to be, I would feel her, but I don't feel that she was scary. I don't give a damn. I don't feel it's scary because the scary person ain't gonna keep making I would never type of stuff or send other messages and stuff like that.
Who came up? Who just came up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, I have a question for the auntie. Oh, I think it's lagging, y'all, because I can hear it going back and forth.
That's probably your end.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna just ask the question.
Okay, go ahead. You can ask her.
Okay, so auntie, I know D, you don't want nobody to say nobody's name. It was a YouTuber who had did a video, and in the beginning of the video, they had some messages posted from somebody named Booby Jones. Now they're trying to say that this is Ramika's baby daddy. Is that true?
But that's the funniest shit I saw too. If he want to be the daddy, let him be the daddy. Stepdaddies matters, goddammit.
Well, I ain't see that.
I did too. Somebody said that to me. I just laughed.
Wow. Damn, it's all kind of stuff going around, huh?
How y'all know that want the new boo? You know what I'm saying?
That little boy look just like his daddy.
That how they know that want the boo? You know he can be the
Listen,
boo.
y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Listen. I went over there and looked at those pictures. That man's eyes is on the side of his head too.
He's the who?
He said his eyes is on the side of his head.
Who she talking about?
Yeah, they like far apart. His eyes are far apart. That's how Los's are like.
I don't know. I gotta go look at the. Somebody said that idea.
If that's the daddy, then that eliminate Carlos right there.
But he's not the daddy. Carlos
Who the daddy? Oh, y'all lost me. I'm sorry.
Well, y'all lost me too. What the hell is going on here?
He's saying that's. Are you saying that's Carson's daddy or Lilo's daddy?
I ain't gonna talk about no baby because babies don't even mention.
Yeah, Tay.
I ain't talking about Romika's son. He posted a video and saying that Booby Jones was Romika's baby daddy.
Who said that?
Are you talking about that light-skinned guy he posted?
Keys.
I said the
Big Keys,
don't
y'all
say his
favorite
name.
YouTuber.
I don't have no favorite nobody, baby. I stand alone.
Yeah, I'm talking about the guy that he posted was the guy light-skinned.
I know that's right, Miss Day.
Huh, Tay?
I ain't got no favorites either.
the content creator posted a guy, and I'm asking you, you talking about the light-skinned guy he posted? Tay.
No, hon, I'm not talking about that guy. I'm talking about Booby Jones. He was in the beginning of Key's last, well, not his last live.
Don't say his name. Miss the CC Miss D don't like other CC's name. It don't matter who they are. She don't like, other CC's
I can't answer
Hold on,
that
y'all.
yet
I'm gonna
because
have
I
to
just
come
saw
back
that
because
my
this
damn self.
is irritating. It's going back and forth.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
probably
do
your
it.
Listen, I didn't see that. I saw Key's last live this. Oh shit! I didn't turn around and said this name. This is
This
listen.
is
This
something
is
new. I
getting
don't
on
even
my
know what's going
nerves.
on with this. So let me ask you a question, Ebony. I'm like Auntie. I don't talk about people's kids. I don't do shit like
Yeah,
that.
like.
But the thing is, who is Booby?
Listen, I don't care if it was Booby, Juby, or Hoobie. That little Los looked like his daddy.
Of course he do. He do. He look
In
just
my
like his dad.
opinion. So
They and let me
I
say
didn't
this,
see
they
this
gonna put up
person.
everything in their mama about our family and they family and twist it up. I don't know. That's the answer I can give you. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta go back and look at the thing because I didn't see that. But let me go be nosy. The fuck.
Girl, I don't know. See, a lot of stuff. I don't follow
She
all
knocked
that
me
stuff
off
on
on that one.
Facebook.
She knocked me off on that one. Let me go look and be nosy. Sure.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about no Booby but that boy looked just like his dad. I'm gonna say that. That boy looked just like his father. Okay.
You know them I gotta look at the name. Who I don't know the name, but I gotta look at the face. Then I can be like, oh, that's such and such. But right now I can't even tell you that because I don't know. I didn't see that part. I do say stepdaddies do matter. Maybe it was her boo. I don't know. Shit.
What's up, PJ? What's going on, my
And let's just say for the heck of it, it is right. What does that have to do with
The
Holly
case.
unaliving Romika? Like, please tell me, what does that have to do with anything? Like,
Just
please
like
make it
that,
make sense.
like the eviction thing they put up.
Okay, Freddie said the guy was joking. Whoever the guy is, Freddie said he was joking.
And if he was joking, that lady that came up here, she had to know that he was joking too.
Well, maybe she didn't because she probably saw it on his page, on his thing, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know how everybody watch stuff and then
But to say
assuming.
that his eyes look just like, did you hear what she say? His eyes is spread apart just like how Lilo's eyes is.
Who she said? Oh, I ain't heard all that.
Yeah.
Maybe I cut off because I ain't got nothing to say about nobody kids. I thought she was talking about what you call a baby. I ain't talking about
No,
nobody
she
kids.
talking about your cousin baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Do not let them deflect this panel. That was a deflection. Stay on topic. That was deflection out of nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Now
I ain't
come
talking
on,
about nobody
lady.
kid.
Come
I'm not
on,
even talking
lady.
about
Now
Holly's son.
where
I don't
baby
like.
come in. Come on, lady.
Yeah,
Whoever
even
you
though I
was
don't like
just
Holly,
left
I'm not
from
gonna
up
talk about
here.
her son.
Whoever you was just left from up here. Come on, do better. Do better.
Because that
Don't do
definitely ain't got nothing to do with it.
Exactly. Nothing to do with nothing.
They ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I ain't talking about nobody kids. I don't play that.
Me either.
And that was a troll. That was a troll, Miss D. Carry on. Stay on topic.
Exactly.
Carry on.
And to me, Miss D, that's not even talking about nobody's child. That's disrespectful. Basically saying, trying to say, oh, another man is his father. That's disrespectful.
Wow.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't think that she's not here. You don't think she know who her baby daddy is. You don't think that man know who his son is? You don't think the auntie them and all of them know who Lil Lo's daddy is? Now
Wow.
all of a sudden some other booby shooby dude is his daddy. If they don't get the hell out of here with that mess.
Yeah.
Just throwing something out there that can be erased. Leave that. We ain't even gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that where
Just
it
move
is.
on from the kids. Just move on from that part.
Yeah, we moving on because I don't even got any. I don't know. I don't care about that. That's irrelevant. I ain't talking about nobody kids. All the babies beautiful to me. So now I just came on the show. I'm always watching you, Miss D. I ain't gonna tell you no story. I think I've been watching you, and I mean I really, I like how you keep it 100. That's plain and simple. No
Thank
matter what it is, I mean I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Even
Thank
if whatever I don't agree with you on something, that's just my opinion, and it is what it is.
And you
But
have a right to disagree. You have a right.
right, so I still I'm still loving your show, just like that.
Yeah. All right, here she go again, y'all. Y'all can see what she got to say. Hello?
Hold on, let me see if I fix this. Oh shit! Am I still here?
Mr. Sanders, where you go?
You still here, Tay?
Okay.
All right, so they don't want. In the chat is saying that the guy was joking, and they don't want to talk about people's kids.
Exactly.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about nobody's kid, definitely not. But what I'm saying is, he was joking, but why would he put those text messages up there? You see, that's how shit gets started. He's doing a lot of playing. Because I definitely seen it, and I can go back and get it. And then it's a real message because I've been to the boy's page. Booby Jones is a real person.
Yeah, so I got to go to his page to see this.
Yeah, because I agree. Say, Auntie, if he really is the daddy, honey, that'd eliminate Carlos right there.
Girl, he's not that baby daddy.
Yeah, I think Carlos is his father. He looked just like Carlos. I ain't even gonna lie about that. He looked just like.
If he is, we'll be happy, sure. But I don't think so.
Auntie crazy.
Let me just say that if it is, then we'd be so happy that we ain't got to worry about the bullshit afterwards.
I know that's right.
Somebody in the chat say he's not talking about. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Somebody in the chat say he's not talking about Lil Lo. He's talking about Holly's son.
No. I'm not confused, nor am I slow. I comprehend very well. I seen what I seen. It was a text message that Keys put up there, and he said this was from somebody named Booby Jones. Do what you want with it. Screenshot it. And the message is supposedly Ramika telling him that I'm a good baby mom. Look, I just got us a new place and all this other stuff. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out just like y'all. I don't like to be lied to because I can see.
Yeah, to be honest, you know what? Be honest.
I don't like a bunch of people lying all the time.
Well, you know what? To be honest, I don't even want to figure out about the kids. I don't want to get into that. You know what I'm saying about who baby is who dad and all that.
Might be a pivotal point because if that man is his real dad, then we can.
But that's on the family to take up. I don't want to take up that on my platform. I don't. I
don't
want to get into
that. It's not.
Because my platform.
Leave that alone.
Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. My platform always been a platform. I don't want to bring kids involved. The auntie is on the platform.
The auntie did not say she didn't know. She said no. That's
she
not
just
his
said
dad.
she didn't know and she's gonna go check, but she doubted. Girl, hush! I know the fuck I heard.
I said I don't know. My exact words was I don't know him. I don't know. This is my first time ever hearing about that.
She didn't say that she don't know if the baby night, and she said she don't know him.
Like you don't understand shit, but you know a lot of goddamn shit.
She said she don't know the guy.
It's over.
Okay, can we discuss something else? I don't know him. I just my first time hearing about that. I'm gonna go be nosy because I want to know what it is.
Don't get upset behind that, okay?
I'm not upset, but I'm just telling her I don't know nothing about this. My first time.
I don't like that. I'm not talking about no kids on my platform. I'm not doing it.
I would like to offer this up because I did see that live and it went kind of that way, but it really wasn't that way because when you read the text messages, it was more like she was talking to a friend saying, "I'm a good baby mama and people should respect me." Basically, like they should respect my
Okay.
my stuff, like my get back. Like I got this apartment. She showed like basically, you know, the screenshot of when you get in the new apartment, and the apartment looked lit because it was like a white apartment.
Yes, baby, it
She,
was.
That's all
yes,
it was. The old girl coming up on the scene doing too much. He never said nothing bad about her. He was giving her props as a woman, as a baby mama. And so while she's sitting, I'm talking about they looking like, go ahead with all that.
because
Go
I
ahead,
didn't
because that's
see a
not even
picture.
because it.
Yeah,
Dude, you know how dude is. He make a joke along the way, so he just cracked the joke like shit. Somebody telling your baby mama she a good woman, she a good mother. You know what I'm saying? You doing a good job. You got a new crib. That's all it was. And he was just
Hey,
saying
what
he.
I got this to say. Why are we talking about that? We don't care
I
about that.
know. I just
Yeah,
kept
I
going
don't
because
want to
I'm
talk about
tired.
that. I don't want to talk.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't want to talk about
sorry.
Right.
nobody's
Well, why
kids.
we talking
But
this? I don't care about that. We don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
It
care
was,
about
yeah. It
but
that.
I
wasn't
was
even
saying
like
it.
that.
Yeah, I was saying it to say it was not anything like that. It was nothing negative
I'm
like
dropping
that.
back down, y'all.
no, I'm glad you came up to clear that up.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. Like, no. All right, y'all. I'm stepping back down.
All right, me
Okay.
too. All right, bye.
Yeah, because I don't like all that confusion. Like I said, I'm not talking about
Mm-hmm.
nobody's kids.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing that. I don't. My platform is not built on talking about nobody's children,
Mm-hmm.
deceased loved ones. I don't do stuff like that. Now we're gonna cover a story. We're gonna cover the story, but we're not gonna put the kids involved. And that's not my business. Who baby is who baby? That's none of my business. That has nothing to do with the incident.
Exactly,
Exactly.
Miss
Now,
B.
if you want to go to another platform and y'all want to discuss that, that's on that platform. But I'm not going to do that here.
I don't even know where that came from. Don't care. We don't care. I don't care about that.
That shit came from left field. Like,
Okay. But I am gonna go be nosy and see who he was.
yeah,
But damn.
that was crazy work right there.
Yes.
Like, nah, I ain't doing that. Mm-mm.
What she say that name was again? I'll look.
Ebony, what name she said that was?
The guy name
Yeah.
something like Whoop Whoop or something like that, or Boop. Chat. Do y'all remember what that woman said? Cause she
If
told me
not,
the
I'm gonna go
whole
look on what's his name page and see. A hot mess. Ooh. I'll be
Yeah,
glad when this is all over with.
yeah. Cause they
Yes.
talking about stuff that don't even matter.
Can't wait. Lord, please.
Yeah, I'm glad you
Stuff
just
that don't
laughed it
even
on
matter.
off, Auntie. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Lord. She said, all y'all content create, y'all team. Oh, no, I don't team with nobody, babe. I'm always alone. I stand alone.
Me too. I'm staying alone too. I ain't don't know whatever. I give props when it's due, and what I said, and I can repeat anything I say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anything
Right.
I say. Anything I say. All I'm going for is straight justice. Justice, justice, justice for Ramika. That's all it's about. I don't want to hear none of the other negative stuff about why her flip-flop shoe was on the other side of somebody. I don't want to hear that shit. Real talk. You know, all that stuff they bring it up. Stuff that don't even involve why she did today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I ain't talking about nobody kids and all that. Who the father? How the fuck I know who the father? I wasn't there. I don't know. What the hell?
Talk about we can eliminate Carlos. What the hell? She shocked me.
Oh,
Like, girl,
what
I
you
don't know
mean we
what
can
you talking
eliminate
about.
Carlos? I'm not talking about that on my platform because ain't nobody gonna be like deep put some shit out like that about that man. I ain't doing that.
And that's the first thing they gonna do. They'll take half of the thing and make their own assumption. This what she said, baby. No, I did not say that. I don't know, dude. I never heard of him. It was just a shocker to me. Like what? I thought she was talking about the other girl, baby, or something. I didn't know she was talking about mine.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna let her talk about the baby neither, even Holly baby, because I don't do that shit. Yeah.
These people crazy.
Man, that shit is crazy work. Like, what the hell was just going on? Yeah, I don't do all that.
But,
I ain't letting nobody talk about nobody kids.
We marching to Tuesday.
And I
The
don't like
news.
all that cursing. Like, why you got to curse all the time? Like, damn.
We marching
Okay, y'all
Tuesday.
marching again this week? Oh,
Yeah,
next
we
week.
marching
Next week.
Tuesday. The news people and everything's gonna be out there.
Okay, that's cool.
You know, so yeah, we want them to stay on it. If we slow down, they ain't gonna stay on it. You know?
Right. Hey sis, how you doing?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I just want to first say condolences to the family. Hey auntie, hi
Thank
everybody in the chat.
Thank
So I was
you.
calling to clarify what the last caller was saying about the YouTube, saying about the baby or whatever. So he didn't mean it like that, and I think what a lot of people gotta do is not take everything so literally. You know that channel, he jokes a lot. So what he was saying, he showed the messages between Romika and the so-called new boo. And basically his point was that Romika had moved on and that this dude was so into her that the dude was like, you know what I mean, my little son. You know how like when you meet a man and he into you, he automatically is into your children too.
Got you.
So that's how it was sent out. It wasn't meant to be taken literal.
Right. And want to be taken messy, because that's what they
Right.
like to
It
do.
wasn't meant to be taken like that. Like he posted that basically saying Romika had moved on and the dude was into Romika as well. Like basically that's what he was meaning. Like, yeah, the dude so into Romika that he into Lil Los too. Like, you know how Russell Wilson and Ciara type stuff.
I
So
get it.
that's all. I gotta go back to work though. I just wanted to clarify that up.
Thank you so much, sis, for clearing that up. Thank you. I appreciate that, baby. You have a good day at work.
Y'all too.
Now that sound about right what she said. I can agree with that.
I can agree with that too, because I was lost when she, you know, I didn't understand her. But hey, these people gonna assume what they want to assume.
Yeah.
And it could be right there in their face, and they still gonna, the messy ones are gonna still think, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I ain't talking about no kids over here. I don't do that.
Me either. I'm talking kids are a gift from God, baby.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, she came up here, shut the fuck up. I'm like, what? I had to drop her because I don't like all that, you know. I don't like all that, you know, getting upset because somebody got their opinion. You can't and see, and that's the thing sometimes. You gotta learn how to control your emotions. Like just can't go off like that. I was trying to, you know, let her stay up and see what she was talking about. But when she got to going after Ebony, I was like, nah, I ain't having it on my platform. Nah.
See that she would have called me back then when I was emotional. She probably would have got treated, but now I ain't emotional. I'm working straight on business.
She told me to hush. And she said that. I said, damn, that's right. You sound like my
You know, it was so funny because when she said it could eliminate Carlos, I'm like, what?
He was bogus to put, I don't know. Maybe he was doing this. I don't know shit. I don't even care.
Yeah, open book. I don't want to talk about that. They ain't got nothing to do with this story, what's going on. You know, Carlos' son. I'm not involved in that baby in this situation because that baby have nothing to do with anything. You know, I'm not gonna involve Harley baby in this. That baby don't have nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm not gonna, you know, involve those children, you know, involved in a heinous crime like this. That's something I would never do, you know. So
I'ma get the police report. Me and somebody else on the back end is, you know, talking about getting it for ourselves so we can read everything and see, Miss D. So you can be able to actually put it on your screen and then read it and break it down, and so everybody can see what was all said again and what is all in evidence. Because you know those police records, police reports and incident report, those are public records. So
okay.
yeah.
And Auntie, how many times do you think that he was going to Ramika's job?
Well, the young ladies that say he was there a lot. That's
wow.
The girls that worked there said he was coming up there a lot.
And she had to park 5 blocks away, right? And she would walk, right, Auntie?
Mhm.
That's what you
One
said.
of the young ladies said one time she had to take my
He
niece
backed
in
up here, right? That
and
lady
fix
backed
her
up
face
here.
No,
when
that ain't her. That's Miss Denise. I'm not letting her
Uh-uh.
back up.
Oh,
one
okay.
one time one of the ladies was like, I had to take her in the bathroom and fix her up one time. I'm like, for real? Like, oh wow. You know.
Because he probably got a hold to her and messed her up. If she had to take her in the bathroom and fix her up, that's the only thing I can think of. Fix her hair back. Maybe she was crying, wipe her tears and stuff, and get her, back
Getting us together.
neat
Yeah.
for work.
Yeah, we
Like
did
the
have
nerve of him.
a couple of ladies say
And
that
it's
from the
like
job.
everybody thinking that people. I hear people saying that we hate Holly. For one, I don't hate anybody. Okay, one, I don't even know her. But what I will say, there is no reason that Romika should not be here. And we can speculate all we want to as to why Romika stopped. Okay, she can stop anywhere she wants to. If y'all want to be technically, just because she stopped still don't mean she deserves to be unalive.
Right.
Definitely
So
agree with
y'all
that.
need to listen to that. And
Definitely
and
agree.
then people saying, well, this is my panel. I can have my opinion. Okay, you're right. You can have your opinion. But then in the same breath, you tell somebody else they can't have their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Or you don't know, or they don't know why we steady going on and on and on. And then they say, well, I'm sticking to the facts. And then when I ask them, well, they don't even know the name of the school. How you covering something and you don't know the name of the school, the address that's on the incident report, no, or nor Carlos' old address. Like you gotta make that make sense. You gotta do some
Mm-hmm.
type of looking up yourself besides just going by what your chat is saying and clips that people sending you. That's
Yeah.
not doing your own homework.
Miss Denise, what you had to say, darling? I see you up here.
Good afternoon, you guys. Hello, Queen.
Hey,
Um, I just wanted to give my first of all my condolences to the family and to Auntie. And I just wanted to say I know exactly what you guys are going through because again, right now I have an open case with someone against me, and I had to go put a restraining order. And I'm a DV survivor. If I could tell y'all how I walked away when I know I wasn't supposed to, it's only by the grace of God. I've been in so many chats since this happened with Ramika because I never met the young lady. I remember sending messages to her auntie on Facebook and a message for Miss Tina just to let them know that hey, I'm here for support one day. If y'all need me, whatever, I'm here. I'm coming from Texas, but I'm also wanting to I've been in so many chats, texts, going off on folks about how they portraying this young lady. I had to back up. You see what I'm saying? I had to do like what Auntie say it ain't worth just be quiet. I started to take a page out the family's book. Like, just be quiet. Let us be quiet. We ain't got to fight. We ain't got to argue because they don't know her. Everybody doing clicks of views. They don't know her. And I know how it feels to have to, I know how it feels to lose somebody, a child. I know how it feels to have to deal with something like this. And I'm still gonna advocate. I'm still advocating, justice for her because I don't care what had happened on protecting on prior up to that morning. That woman should not have been taken from her baby, and that's all I'm been saying for the longest. She have a right to be here. She had a right to be here with her baby, and there's no way for her mom to have to feel what she's feeling. And that's all I want to say, y'all. I'm
Thank you.
trying
We
not to get
appreciate
I'm trying
that.
not to get too emotional because I'm gonna step down, but I do want to say I got love for y'all. And this is coming from Texas, baby. This is coming from Texas. So
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Denise. Thank you from all the way from Texas. I appreciate your love, sis. Thank you so
I'm
much.
gonna be back down here in the chat. I've been listening and stuff, but I've been trying to stay back. Man, Auntie, I'll be trying to hold my peace because I've been going off on some
Just
folks. You
hold it,
just
baby,
don't
because
know.
that's what I have to do. I do now. I hold it. At first,
I
like
have
I
to hold
said,
it in. I have to hold it
yeah.
in. But I do know what I wanted to do when everything settles and y'all get stuff situated. I'm gonna send a message to you if you have a Facebook. I do feel like, and this just an idea. If you want to just take it to some of y'all want to, I do just like they did the Million Man March. They need to do this, a Million Woman March, and we need to let it go. We need to get up there and watch it because this has got to stop because it ain't just with her case. What has happened? Ramika case has brought some attention and some awareness that people didn't know was happening.
Yes.
Nobody didn't know. And if I could give you a list, Royally, Miss D, how many cases that's similar to her, and they're brushing it on the table with that, oh, I fear for my life mess. No, no, no. And I just wish that we could just come together and do a march because again, this has got to stop. It
Yes.
has got to stop. If they don't stop it now, every city, every state, they're gonna pull this same routine. If it don't get
Yes,
stopped
so I
now.
said. I said
Yes.
that.
That's it.
But you ladies have a good one, Queens. I love you all. I don't even have to meet you to say I love you.
I
And
love
y'all
you
be
too,
blessed.
baby. I love you back, baby. Trust
All
me.
right.
And
Y'all
thank
be
you so much.
you're welcome.
Wow, that was powerful. And you know what? I did say that, y'all, in one of my lives. Like, I hope what happened to Ramika don't be a copycat. You know what I'm saying? People think because they got a restraint order, this is what they can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because this can go all around the world. You know, with people with restraint that they got a restraint order on somebody, got gun license, and this can become a copycat, and that's what we don't want in
Exactly.
no communities.
Exactly.
And you know what else? You know what else we don't want, Miss D? Because we know that women emotions be involved, especially when they love a man. So with that being said, Carlos needs to change his ways because the next thing may happen is, and I don't want that to happen, but the next thing could happen is the woman gets so mad and hurt him. Because we see it all the time
Yeah.
where the woman and the man get to arguing or whatever, and next thing you know, she boom, unalive him. Whether it's with a sharp object or with a pew pew.
Yeah. Yeah.
We see it all the time. We see
Yeah.
it all the time. So we got to be careful. And nobody's trying to drag Holly. Nobody's trying to say Holly is, we just saying it's other things that Holly could have done rather than unalive that girl.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
other options because she had other options because she was able to get in her vehicle to get the pew pew. So she was able to get inside the car. Okay. And also, when Carlos was, trying to get it in the door, pushing the door on her or whatever, she had a chance to get in her vehicle then because they said quite a few, even the little liar said that Holly was standing back on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, she was standing back on the sidewalk. So she had time to get away. And then the way um the person that did a walkthrough for us and you did her live on the panel, now that we see that literally that tall tan building is right there. She could have grabbed her baby since, people say, oh, her baby was in the car, her baby. Wow, Carlos was doing what he was doing with Ramika. Get your baby and go in there. Because we know security was in there.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the security guy in there, remember?
Mm-hmm.
From the footage, from the walkthrough. So it was other things that she could have done. She could have called 911. Or even if she, felt like her life was in danger and she had to pew her once. That takes the threat away immediately because it was a 9mm and it was pretty close enough to that where she was going down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she would have been in the hospital, but guess what? She would have recovered and she would have been able to go home to her son.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then let the judge deal with it from there.
Yes.
But she would have still been here.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. That girl did not deserve to be unalive, especially when she didn't have a weapon. She didn't.
This has been a lot.
This is just heartbreaking. And people saying that, oh, what are they saying? I wish they would just leave us alone and all this kind of stuff. Everybody is allowed to have their own opinion. Everybody is allowed to talk. We could talk about it until we blue in the face if we want to.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I was
everybody.
so upset yesterday. I was in somebody's chat arguing. Not arguing. I'm not gonna say that, but just stating my opinion.
Yeah, but
I'm sick of it.
and keep telling you, everybody got their own different opinion how they covering this case. You know what I'm saying? You can't always go back and forth with in a chat. You just gotta let them have it.
I'm not doing that.
Entitled. That's why I don't go to nobody's chats, nobody live. I stay on my own platform. I bring my own content because I don't want to get upset. I don't want nobody's chat. If that's their opinion, how they want to run their platform, how they want to do it, I respect that and I stay on my own. I know how to stay closed off to myself. I'm like that in real time. I'm telling y'all, promise me. I know how. I promise y'all. I know what to do. I want to get off my live and I still want to be happy. I don't want to get off my live, be arguing and feeling sad and a headache. And, I don't want to do all that. I still want to get off my live and be happy and live my real life. Like the day, my last day until Monday. I want to enjoy my weekend. You understand what I'm saying? Come back Monday with a clear mind and let's go. That's me. That's me. I don't like all that back and forth drama and all that stuff. I don't like it because you got to remember every platform is not going to be for Ramika. You know what I'm saying? You got some platforms may be for Holly. Hey, you got to respect that.
But the thing that I like about in your
thank you. I was looking for you, Earl. I think you had left the chat, but thank you so much. Appreciate you.
You know what I love about your channel, Miss D? You let other people, as long as they're respectful, come in here and have their own opinion. It's okay to agree to disagree, and you let people come in here and express their feelings. And all you'll say though, I don't agree with you. I always have to say that you're wrong, but you don't, be biased.
No. And the only reason I told my mom to block the girl yesterday because what she said in the chat, I'm glad Ramika's dead. I did not like that.
Yeah.
But before she said that, I would let her rock out in the chat. But when you saying something like that on a deceased person, like you have no regards for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you really nasty and a lost soul. You lost. Your mind is lost.
And that's what I love about your platform, and I know everybody else love about your platform, because whether we agree or disagree, you still open it up for everybody.
Yeah, I just don't like when they come up here. Like some people, like that support Holly. I drops them because they come up here screaming. You know, they don't know how to be socialized. Like, you know, they come up in, they start to going off on my people already on the panel. And I don't like that. So then I have to drop them.
Yeah.
Drop them. I mean, I ain't gonna let you stay up in, be disrespectful. I have to drop you, you know, and let you go.
Yeah. But the ones that are respectful, you let them stay. You don't say stuff like, "Oh no, you wrong." No, that ain't you wrong. What's wrong with you? Oh, you know what? When you find out that's not gonna happen, go jump off a bridge.
Oh Lord, no, I ain't
I
saying
heard
that.
someone say that.
Oh my God. No, I ain't saying
Yeah.
that. I ain't
I heard someone say that, and I said, "Is what is going on?" It's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
just
like,
like my peace of mind, and you know, I just like that. You know, I'm a thinker. I'm a very deep thinker, and I like to think for myself. And sometimes, if I feel like I'm overthinking, or I may feel like I'm not too on track with it, I do have people that I talk to. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I ask them, "How you feel about this?" That's
Oh, yes, Miss D. Yes,
And there's nothing
yes.
wrong with asking a person how you feel about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit here and act like you know it all because you don't know it all. None of us know it
Exactly.
all.
Cause you know what, Miss D, sometimes I'll be thinking one way and then I'll say, "What you think?" And then they'll say what they think, and then I'll be like, "You know what? I ain't see it that way. I ain't think of it like that. You know what?
And you
You
know
right."
what? That's exactly what I say sometimes when I talk to open book. I'm like, damn, open book, that's a good point. I ain't even think like that. And I don't mind. Because
Yeah.
if you want to be successful and you know be in society, be productive, you gotta have an open mind to good and bad. When people bring it to you, be like, yo, it wasn't this way, but I think it's this way. You can't say, oh well, fuck you. You don't want to agree with me? Well, you know what? Fuck you. I don't want to talk. Blah, blah, blah. But then when the person agree with you, you cool with them.
Yeah.
Like that don't make sense to me. Like that's crazy.
Or they be like, "Right, right, right." But then other things that you're not agreeing with, oh, they wrong. You
Yeah.
know, that's not right.
Yeah, it's not. And you know, people need to think like that. But you know, everybody got a mind of their own, and they're gonna feel the way they feel and think the way they think, and things in that nature. You know, but I'm just like that type of person. I try to because you have to think for yourself at some points of your life.
So
You
you
can't get
wait a
other people
minute.
to think for you and talk for you.
Let me see somebody. What was that, Britt? I see some. I just looked and I see all red. I guess somebody asking me a question. Wait a second.
Amonay, can you give your perspective of my question, please?
What was the question? I'm sorry. Can you sexy red? Can you please say your question again? I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't be watching the chat like I supposed to. Can you type your question again?
Anyone recall when Holly made the
What
can
did she say?
recall when Holly made the
It was it was the person sexy red that asked
no
me.
no I was reading open book comment.
Oh, damn. Okay.
What video you talking about open book, baby? Hey Lisa.
Yeah, she talking about do we recall the I would never video? Yes, Miss yes, open book.
What video you talking about?
Holly's the one I would never.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That was she asking us. Open book. Okay. So Sexy Red say they said that he had on a pew pew proof vest on. No, I don't think that's what it was because I was wondering what that was also. They have these things that's kind of like a faja. Don't you know like when us women we go have surgery or whatever and we put that it's kind of like a body girdle that has straps on or whatever, and so men that work out, it's a thing that kind of look like that you put on when you're going to the gym. That was what was under his shirt. And because
Oh, I know
it's
what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, because a bulletproof vest, it looks a little bit different than that. When the men have it on, it looks more square and more hard,
Right. It
and
do.
it doesn't look strappy like it's more of a it's like it's different. It's more thicker. So that was what was that he had on under there.
Mm. Yo, y'all, this has been really crazy.
Yeah, something like that, Miss Lisa, but it has straps on it too. Brittany said we're wrapping this show up at 4. If you want to support, okay, hit the coffee link, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.
Mm. Yeah, this been crazy, y'all, but hey.
And once you ready, something is hard to achieve. But thanks for clarifying that. Okay. No problem, Sexy Red. Auntie.
She's still there. I think she on mute.
Yeah, or she probably got on the
I'm
call
here.
or something, or
I'm
doing
here. I
something
was
in the
just
house.
listening.
Cause when I be doing that, I'll put myself on mute too.
I'm here. I was just listening. Hello?
She
Ebony,
probably,
she's talking to
huh?
you.
Who?
I said I'm here. I was just on
Auntie?
mute. Yes.
Yeah.
Auntie?
Yes.
I can't hear her. What's she saying?
Drop down and come back up.
Okay.
I'll bring you back up. It's probably your phone. Let me see. Hold on. Let me bring her back up. Could have been her phone. And how's your sister doing? How did you talk to her every day?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Every day be over there every day falling asleep on the couch. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
She taking
Yes.
it bad. She taking it bad, She's taking
Yeah.
Some that yeah.
That's good that y'all got that love, support for each other, and you are with her every step of the way. That is great.
Of course. My sister been there for me, and when my husband died,
Oh, okay. Okay.
we there for each other, no matter what,
Yeah.
But it's only right. It's the more sisters. We all there for each other.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just you and her. Okay.
Wait a minute. I saw you on that channel.
Okay.
We were the only ones disagreeing with her on her view of what happened. Yes, Barbara. Oh yeah, I sure did see you over there too. I sure did see you, Barbara.
You can hear Auntie now, Ebony?
I hear her.
Okay.
Hello.
I forgot what I was gonna say too. I thought it'll come to me. But you know what? I'm so glad, La, that you are like the voice for the family. You and your daughter. So, and you guys come out here and because you guys don't have to come out here and keep us updated or clear things up for us and stuff like that. So I also would like to say, I appreciate that you do that for us.
I'm only going on certain people's panels now I ain't going on
Yeah.
nobody else's panel. Let me just say that. I came on hers because I like how she,
Yeah. I know that's right.
It's time out.
Yes. 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 Yeah.
I ain't gonna
Because
say that I came on hers because I'm like, every time I get on, I'm like, oh, I like her. She, like, okay, yeah. The talk, the realness.
Not that
Exactly.
fake stuff. You know?
Exactly. You know, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Not all that fake stuff. And some things that she said, I probably don't disagree on it, but this is her opinion, and she keeping it 100. So I'm not even mad at that.
Yes. And all the fakeness and the flip
Yes.
flopping and all of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said, some stuff don't even look at so it won't keep upsetting you. You know what I mean? Because
And now you know
sometimes
what? I'm at that man stage now that it's not going to upset me because right now, I know her. I know the real. I know my niece. I know her life. You know, her 31 years. I know. You know what I'm saying? That was
Yeah.
my flower girl. That was my baby. You know what I'm saying? I know her.
Yeah.
Everybody else that's just talking, just assuming like everybody else, or
Assuming.
being some assuming, some being messy. I don't care no more.
Yeah, like I said, they want to say she was this rah rah thug and she beat up women, but where are any videos at all of this? I haven't seen not one video of her running down on no woman or fighting no woman. All I seen was stuff that was between her and her baby daddy. And if people say that they haven't argued or fought with their baby daddy, they are lying.
That's right.
And then I'm going off the post that I seen that Romika made. And I don't know what date it was, but it said basically, you want me to check a bit, check a bitch, cause of you. But I'm not gonna check no one. I'm coming at
Mm-hmm.
you because you the one that owes me loyalty. And that right there was enough to let me know that she don't check the woman, she checks the man. And she only may check the woman unless she have to, unless the woman step to her.
And
Like
you saw him
how
post that. He posted that himself, talking about she was on my ass. She definitely was.
hmm
Like, stop playing. Stop playing.
stop
And I'm gonna tell you
lying.
this: they didn't always have a bad relationship, baby. It was some good. It was some good times. It was a lot of
Yeah.
good times than this. But this right
Yeah.
here took the case.
Yeah.
This right here ate it up. This right here killed everything. God damn, it killed it. Ugh. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. And I know I've seen videos. I know it had to be a lot of good times. More good
Whew.
times than bad.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
And this is why it's like this is just my opinion that I feel that you guys are so torn and that if it is a video you really want to see because y'all had so much love for Carlos
Mm-hmm.
and y'all want to know because that video will give y'all closure to
Yes.
what did he do? Did he
Exactly.
help Romika or did he not?
Yeah.
Or did he hinder her for Holly?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, OG? What's going on?
And that's all it is. And
OG,
that's definitely all
OG,
it is.
OG.
Hey, ladies, how y'all doing?
I'm good.
Hey.
Good on this Friday, baby. Can't call it.
Yeah, yeah. I want to ask Auntie, first of all, how are you and your family doing?
We taking it step by step. I can tell you that. It's the worst thing that ever hit our life. Ever. I can tell you that.
I can't even wrap my brain around what you guys must be going through. But most importantly, how is Lil Los? How's he doing?
Whew. Well, I don't shit. The little lows. Hmm. I, I don't shit. No. I, it's, it's like when you finna make me be emotional. So it's like
It's okay.
when you always had that mom around you
You know what I'm saying? Even though he had this love with everybody, with the family, it's a little different when now you're not seeing her or she in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, it's hurtful. And I don't know. Shoot, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, and he's still so young, his little brain is not even fully developed to really comprehend and understand what's really going on. All he knows is his mom is gone. He misses mom and he want his mom back. And he probably asking, still now about her because his little brain just is too young to even understand what's going on. So
Right.
you guys, I'm going to keep you guys in my prayers because I know that has to be devastating, for the whole family. And I pray that you guys get him in some
Yeah,
therapy and some
he
counseling as soon as possible.
definitely already done. It's just that I think it's more of when he asked this question, what happened, and we can't even explain the answer yet. So
Right?
it touches us on that part. Like, we can't even explain. It's just
Yeah, yeah. I know. I like I said, I don't even have no words for trying to have to explain that to how old is he? 7, 8?
7, 8.
How do you explain that to a 7-year old? You know what I mean? That
That's the
that
hardest thing.
someone, yeah, that someone very, very bad did something bad to their mother. You try to shield and guard your children away from all the harm in the world, but because it's coming, they're gonna have to experience it when they get grown and get out in the world. Then they're gonna experience these things for themselves to know that there are horrible human beings in the world that harm other people. And to try to explain that to a 7-year-old, I can't even wrap my brain around that. My heart bleeds for you guys. I have a son, even though he's grown, but I'm from Chicago. I actually grew up in Inglewood, and I literally just got off the phone with my niece who was friends with the other girl that was a victim of the murder suicide there on 66 and Normal. I grew up in Inglewood, and she was telling me, about the situation. Her and that girl hung out. They used to go out together and stuff like that. And she was really giving me in-depth information. And that's why I get on these panels and try to tell these young ladies to please be careful, when you're getting involved with these type of narcissistic men that's entangling you with other women and petting you against other women and playing the game and constantly habitually lying and cheating. And it's the same situation with this dude that unalived her and then unalived himself. See, people thought that she was the one that unalived him and then unalived herself. And come to find out now, no, it was him that unalived her because she found out that he had HIV and had given it to her. So again, I really get on these panels to try to educate the younger generation because I have experience as a psychology major. Went to school there, went and graduated from Kennedy King College. So I try to tell these young ladies to please, be careful and be selective, vet these guys, and if guys are coming up to you, telling you about other women, speaking bad on other women, trying to triangulate you with other women, that's not the guy for you. That's not the absolute guy for you. You don't need to walk, you need to run. These men that playing games, mind games, psychiatrist game, reverse psychology game on these women to gaslight them and make them think that it's their fault and they the crazy one and they ain't doing nothing. And then they get caught in their shit. You know what I mean? And then they want to be violent with you, take it out on you. You know what I mean? And I know your family really, I know y'all took a liking to Carlos because that was the mask that Carlos wore around you guys for a long time. He showed who he truly, truly was when he started abusing Romika, cheating on her, constantly lying to her, petting her up against other women. And that's what narcissistic men do. And the love that it is. It's not love. It's love bombing and it's obsession. That's what that looks like. And it gets misinterpreted with women. So I want you guys to know what that looks like when men like him and this other guy that just unalived himself and his girlfriend, that's their behavior. You see the real them, that mask comes off.
I
So
definitely agree with that.
you know, and I'm being really truthful because I see the patterns. You know, we don't want to talk about that because a lot of times these men are people we know. They're in our families. They're friends. You know, that we may have in our lives. When we think about, you know, things that people have done to you and why they treat you that way, and you've never been harmed them in any way. And it's just in them to be that way. They have a personality disorder, and a lot of them are sociopaths and psychopaths as well. And they are walking among us every day like normal people. And because they show you some normalcy, you think that they are normal, but they are really not normal. The mask comes off when they are violent with you. The mask comes off when they are verbally, emotionally, and mentally abusive towards you. That's the real them. Y'all need to know that that is the real them. When they are playing like they normal and loving and kind, that's the fake them, y'all. And they can't fake it for long. They can't fake the funk for long. Trust and believe.
You definitely
So
right.
this is why I try to get on panels and educate. This is one of the most devastating cases ever, you know, that has hit. But I look at it and I'm like, it's so many men that are entangling these women like that. It's so many men are the reason why women are not alive anymore. And it has to do with them. And they're the common denominator in all of this. But see, they can get off and walk scot-free, don't be charged with
Yes.
nothing or anything. And they are the ones, is the reason why these women are unalive. If they ain't unaliving themselves, they setting them up to be unalive by other women that they've entangled them with.
You
I am
definitely
so
correct.
glad. Auntie, I'm so glad that your family is staying on the necks of the state's attorney office, the police department. You guys are absolutely out there, boots on the ground. You're doing the right things to get justice for Ramika, and I'm glad that you guys are doing it. And I plan on being home soon. Hopefully, if you guys are still, you know, doing any protesting and march, I would love to come there and just be a support system
Thank you.
to the family. So I'll be home. I'll be coming home soon. So hopefully I can reach out and just be there as some type of support system.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're
We need
welcome.
all the
And I
support we
mean
can
that.
get.
And I mean that. I really do. I mean that. I literally got off the phone with my niece telling me the story about the other girl there in Chicago. And I'm like, women got to really open their eyes to these type of men. You know, these type of men will be, you know, to be the reason why you're no longer here. You no longer can be a mother. You no longer could be a sister. You can no longer be a niece. You can no longer be a granddaughter. You can no longer be a friend. Y'all got to really think about that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Them type of men will never change.
Never.
And it's unfortunate that Holly thinks that Cheek was going to be the only one, that because what he done to Romika couldn't be done to her. But see, this is the thing. She is the one that was all on the video talking about what she would never. But you was actually the one that was with a man that was doing all of this to another woman. So what does that say about you, Holly, and your character?
Amen to that.
I think she is just as toxic as he was. She was for the shits. She was. Tremendous amount of jealousy and envy. All you got to do is watch the turnout of Romika's service. All the people that turned out for her, that love her. See, narcissistic people don't like that. Holly shows signs of narcissistic characteristics as well. I absolutely believe she was with the shits. She had no problem with doing what she was doing for him. She absolutely, let me tell y'all, to shoot someone in the face. You understand? That's just like when men jump on women and what they do, they try to damage their face first. That is personal. That is a very personal thing. When you pow somebody in the face, y'all, that is personal hate. That is a deep rage and a deep disdain for another human being. I really want people to understand that. It goes deeper than the surface, y'all.
Yes, it do.
I just wanted to say that, and and to say, like I said, when I come home, I'm gonna try to reach out and find out where you guys may be protesting next, or if you guys plan on having any other type of thing in regards to Romika while I'm there visiting my family in Chicago. I would definitely come and support. I want to say I will continue to pray for you and your family, for your strength, for your continued strength, because through it all, you guys are showing amazing strength. And I already know what that takes. But see, we got that in us. We've had that in us from through our ancestors. We've had to be strong. We've had to fight.
Yes.
So I'm going to continue to keep you guys in prayer for strength and guidance. And please, please tell your sister that I am continuously praying for her and little Los. Okay, especially because I can't even wrap my brain around what it is to lose a child. But my mother lost a child, not to violence, but I'm going to tell you something about mothers when they lose a child. And y'all, please mark this down, wrap this around and let it meditate. When a mother loses a child, a part of her dies too. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. When a mother loses a child, a part of her dies with that child, and she will never be the same. Never be the same. I'm telling you the truth. I watched my mother, because my brother passed when I was 9. I'm a grown ass woman now, and my mother has never been the same.
I believe
a part of them dies with that child, because it's a bond like no other. So I will absolutely say continued prayers for her, because I can't even wrap my brain around it. I got one child. Matter of fact, he still lives in Illinois. My grandchildren are there. My mother is there. My brothers are there. And that's the conversation, y'all, around families and tables and gatherings and stuff with other families. We talk about things like that. It affects us all.
Yes, it does.
It may not be directly, but we feel the pain of Romika's family indirectly.
Right.
Stay encouraged. Don't listen to the lies and the drama and the toxicity that some of these content creators are spewing out here about Romika and your family or whatever. You guys continue to stay strong and stay away from that toxicity, because they literally are just looking for clout, looking for clicks and views to build their channels up.
Amen.
But anybody that comes on panels and use someone's death as a reason to build a channel up with lies, you're not even telling the truth and you're not even fact checking things. Yeah, that's problematic for me. And I can't support that, and I won't support that.
Yeah. Wow. Well, y'all, I'm ready to get up off of here because I got to make a run. Okay, y'all. It is Friday, so I got to make a run. I'll be back. I love y'all. Thank Auntie. Let me tell you something. Auntie, you always welcome on my platform. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Always. You're always welcome to come up here.
Thank you so much.
And you're
Take care, Auntie.
Thank you.
I'm sending her love. Tell your brother I'm sending them love. I'm sending love to your whole family.
Thank you. We're really, really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Yes,
Absolutely.
And
I
I love
hope y'all feel the
we
love.
know this, and
We hope y'all feel the love.
yes,
From
I know where the love
everyone.
at now. I know where the love at. You know where the love at. I know where the love at.
yes,
Trust
and
me.
All
shout
right.
out, it's crazy. Shout out to your brothers, because boys take up shit hard, especially when it comes to the sisters. So I'm just so proud of them. They didn't do nothing malicious, and they wasn't saying nothing bad. Like, I'm just so proud of them.
That's
I
what
know it hurt
everybody
me.
was saying. They was waiting on, but you know what? Like me and my sister had always said, we're gonna leave it let the CP deal with it, leave it in the Lord's hands.
Right.
Because, things happen. And everybody here, all the men are hurt. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want no reaction with them. They know. They
Right.
know they letting it, they standing there marching with us and doing the right thing.
Hey,
Good.
Auntie, don't
Yes.
the news and stuff be down there with y'all too?
Sometimes.
Okay, but they have been down there before with y'all, right?
Yes, they'll be down there Tuesday with us.
Okay, because I heard somebody say that they don't, you know how some of these content creators be.
Uh-huh.
I had wanted you to play something, Miss D.
Oh, I
It was
can't. I gotta make a run. I can't play it today. I probably can do it Monday.
Oh yeah, that's the weekend. Now you take your break.
Yeah,
Off the
I'm off
weekend.
Saturday and Sunday. I won't be back until Monday.
I love hearing you speak all the time, OG. When you be on, different
Thanks, Miss D.
platforms.
I'm out. Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate
You
everybody.
baby. Much love to you and your
Bye,
family. Much
love.
love.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Evan.
Bye-bye.
Y'all be good. All right.
Auntie, I'll speak to you over the weekend.
Okay.
Okay, baby.
Y'all have a
And
good
Miss D, thank you.
You welcome. I love you guys. Thank y'all guys for timing in. Thank everybody that supported my channel today. I love you guys. Y'all stay prayed up out here in these YouTube streets. Please stay prayed up. Be safe out here. Go again where you feel like it's love and you feel safe and you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable and just stay away. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you where to go and all that type of shit. But y'all stay in peace. I love you guys. And y'all know my weekends is today. I will definitely see you guys on Monday, but I will keep my ears to the street to see what is going on. So you guys have a blessed weekend. Okay?
You too, Miss D.
Everyone.
And I apologize to anybody that I didn't see their comments. I wasn't ignoring y'all deliberately.
Yeah, when you get to talking, sometimes you will miss the comments. So I love you guys. Somebody was backstage, but I'm not bringing nobody else up because I got to get out of here. I got to make a run right quick. Ebony, I'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all. Shout out to all my moms for coming in. I appreciate y'all. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on Monday. Love.